Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the baddest? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rougher. Step up for the title and face your rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO.
Yeah. We really boxing.
Wake up, nigga. We gotta get this money.
What's up? What's up? Fight fans, fight people. We are back once again, the MarkyDon and Prize Fighter Show. It's our weekly episode, Tuesday. My co-host, he'll be here in one moment. We got a lot to talk about, people. A lot of things that's happening this past day. I mean, this thing with Ryan Garcia, just when you think it can't get any weirder, it takes a turn for the absolute worst. And it's like it's every day with this dude. Like it's exhausting keeping up with all the antics this guy has. And it came out that I think Derek James said that Ryan's just trolling it, but he doesn't agree with the way he's trolling for the fight. So I don't know, but Ryan Garcia said some things today about severe about being violated, which I'm not gonna dismiss what he said personally, because he is a very popular kid who came up in LA, and there is how many stories about people, young kids being taken advantage of. But anyways, man, my co-host, he'll be here in one moment. We also got to talk about Canelo Alvarez, his situation, what's going to happen. They're saying he came back and he's going to get a Jaime Munguia fight. Which is just, I don't even know how to feel about that, honestly. Oof. I mean, at this point, why not just fight Benavidez, bro? You're not gonna. I mean, How much more money can you squeeze out of the fans? I mean, like the way how Canelo moves, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's almost whorish. You know what I'm saying? Like he just do anything for attention. Like back when he was had that Macabre stuff going. Talk about he gonna move up and fight along with Macabre. Think people gonna give him credit? Get the fuck up out of here. Nobody going for that. BVO comes in. Salute to BVO Boxing. Thanks for giving me and Prize Fighter a platform. He comes in. He says Rye might stop Devin. He then comes in and says, "What's next for your guy Monster Inoue?" The fights that's next right now is Luis Neri. I hope after that he cleans up the division by beating MJ Akhmadaliev, just getting that out the way. Then move up. It's a lot of talent up there at 126. I'd like to see him fight. Um, Nick Ball, who's about to, I think he's gonna beat the hell out of Ray Vargas this weekend, or excuse me, this Friday, in Saudi Arabia on AJ Ngannou's undercard. Um, but either which way, but Monster anyway, yeah. Lots of great fights. Speaking of great fights, this weekend we had an amazing fight. Raymond Ford took on, excuse me, can't remember the name, the bull's full name, but it was Kalmatov. That was his last name, and it was just an all-out war, toe to toe, two men. I mean, it was Will versus Will. You can't tell me Kalmatov didn't want it, but man, Ford just had a little bit more in him. It was just a little bit more of a dog, and he got it done, bro. I mean, Raymond Ford is somebody I've watched Raymond Ford and paid attention to him closely, and that he's gonna get beat as soon as he steps up to real competition. What's going on, Prize? How you
What's
doing,
going
brother?
on? What's going? Good, my guy. I had some issues going on. It wasn't letting me connect to the damn to this the software or whatever you're using. I'm just messing with that, but it was good. Now, what's going on with you?
You got that public Wi-Fi, bro.
Say what?
I say you got that public Wi-Fi, bro.
Nah, that wasn't even a Wi-Fi. It was just like, I guess it was my phone or whatever. I just had to switch up phone real quick. But nevertheless, we
Yeah,
in
I
here.
know that happens sometimes on my laptop, but yeah, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro. I was listening to you cook a little bit, and shout out to Raymond Ford. Yeah, that was a good fight, man. That was a really
Great
good
fight,
fight.
great fight.
And that young boy stuck. That's how you did. That's what you call digging deep down and finding it, bro. You know what I mean? He reached down, dog. That last round, he had him
Yep.
going. I was in there. Like, damn, that's crazy. Good fight though. Shout out to him.
I was on my feet throwing them bitches with Raymond Ford, yelling at the TV, telling her what to do.
Yeah, I was snapping. Like, come on, girl, you got it, you got it. You
Man,
know what I mean? Then he
that
stopped
shit
him.
pissed me off so bad because BVO, the stream didn't record. I had a good ass call. That shit was crazy. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe he stopped that nigga. Literally
yeah,
20 seconds before he hurt him, before
yeah,
he hit him with the uppercut, I said, "Man, Komatov school Floyd." I thought the shit was over. My nigga, that nigga reached down, he found it. He's one of them guys. I want to see over this weekend. You see him and Oshaki Foster going back and forth.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing that fight next. What
Yeah,
you
no,
think about
that's
that?
no. I'm okay with that one. That's a good fight. That kid put himself in a position to to have some big fights, man. So, like I said, that 12th round, that was a fun round, man. If you like boxing, bro, if you down with this sport here, man, you ain't see that, man. Go check that fight out, man. Good fight.
Absolutely.
Hold on,
It was distract. It was a distraction. All the bullshit that we have to experience and deal with when it comes to Ryan Garcia, Canelo Alvarez, and his drama when it comes to not fighting Benavidez, that being a disgrace to the sport. You got these fucking heavyweights, they're not fighting.
terrible,
Well, I
man.
mean, they are fighting. But I mean, they got an MMA fighter in there.
Yeah, it's always a gimmick to it, bro. You know what I mean? These heavyweights ain't the real deal like back in the day, but we got some fights coming up. But the Joshua and Ngannou fight, I'm not really excited to be honest. I don't really care if it come on at a weird time
Yeah,
too,
but
dog.
but but
It don't
but
come on
my
like
bad, friends. But I was saying my point was by bringing up those fights was Raymond Ford was and that fight was it was what we needed. That shit
yeah,
reminded me why I love this sport because all that shit I was just exhausted from that Canelo bullshit
yeah,
and all the other bullshit with the sparring video coming out.
yeah. I'm already over that. You know what I mean? People running with that. It's a shame, but
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I yeah.
Salute, Free. What's up, my guy? D
D
Free in the
free
house.
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
from
You already
DC.
know.
Yeah, nah, yeah, that Raymond Ford fight that was a very entertaining fight. It was you had your emotions going all around the place. 1 minute Raymond Ford was getting beat up, the next minute the other guy was getting beat up. So
Yeah.
it was a very exciting fight.
What you think
That
about that 12th round, Free?
I think Raymond Ford did what he needed to do because if he wouldn't have got that knockout, he was losing that fight. I think one judge had it for Raymond Ford, the other two judges had it for the other guy. So he needed that 12th round.
Yeah.
He needed that knockout, not the 12th round. He needed the
I'm
knockout.
about to say, didn't he need a
The
knockout?
other
Because I
two
felt like
judges
his
had it
fight was
for him by
crazy.
the other two judges had it for Komatov by 2 points. So
Yeah.
he needed a knockout.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. He did exactly what he needed to do. Same thing, like similar to Oshaki Foster, except for Oshaki Foster, he didn't know that he was down. It looked like Oshaki Foster was winning. It wasn't until after the fight was over we realized that they was about to rob him. With this one,
Yeah.
Raymond Ford knew that he was down,
Yeah.
or at least his team knew that he was down. I don't know if he knew, but his team knew that he was down.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, he did what he needed to do. I mean, congratulations to that man. That man, he pulled it off, and now he's in a position to unify with somebody or move up and fight another champion.
Yeah, he's in a real good spot right now, man. I'm glad for the kid, man, to be honest, because you could tell when when they got his hands raised, boy, that boy was so thankful, man. You know what I mean? You could just tell deep down inside he was just like, oh wow, you know what I mean? But I'm glad for that kid though. I'm real happy for that kid and his family, man. I want
Yeah,
to see him in the next fight. It should be a big fight, man. He should have a
yeah,
name.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, is nowhere but up for him now. He can't go backwards. He got to move
Right,
forward. He got to
right,
be in there
facts.
with other name fighters, other top notch fighters. You can't go back and go from being a champion to fighting somebody that's not on your level. You got to move forward. That's the thing that we always talk about these other guys when they fighting people we don't want to see them in there with. So Raymond Ford got to move forward and get in there with these guys that he need to get in there with to make his name much bigger than what it is,
Hmm.
because he's on the right path of becoming one of the top players in the boxing industry, and he just got to build on it.
Yeah, for sure. He gotta just keep going because now you gonna have people that got, he got something with these, challenges won. He got the belt now, so he gonna have a lot of people coming at him. I wouldn't be surprised if they order a rematch with this fight. I wouldn't even be mad at that either. I'm down with a rematch. I think Ford would beat him a little bit more. I think he'll beat him convincingly, but
Yeah,
go
and
ahead,
I
Marky.
think to add on to what Free was saying, I think Raymond Ford also, if he wants the big money, he has to take those fights against
Yep.
Oshaki Foster. So that's just what it is. I think Top Rank will pay for that. I don't see because even though in the past Bob Arum has had a lot of negative things to say about Eddie Hearn, since he now Bob Arum is a oh, excuse me,
Jesus
is a
Christ.
figure. I was about to say so. He's a figurehead. Excuse me, he's a figurehead for our Top Rank. He's no longer in the day to day control of the company. His son is running it. Now the relationship seems to have cooled, at least since Bob is handling it.
Who
So
you
I
who you
think
talking
those
about?
fights can be made. I'm talking about Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum and
Oh
Top
yeah,
Rank,
yeah,
their
yeah,
relationship.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I mean,
Bob Arum isn't in direct control anymore.
but who you talking about? Raymond Ford fighting?
Oshaki Foster.
Oshaki Foster not signed to Top Rank.
Yes, he is. He is signed to a 3 fight deal or a 2 fight deal. It was in
I
multiple fights.
I thought Oshaki Foster was signed to Matchroom.
Yeah, he might be.
No,
I
he
thought Oshaki
signed a
Foster was
deal.
signed to
It was
Matchroom. I
a
don't think he
multiple
signed to
fight
Top
deal,
Rank.
I think.
Damn. Yo,
Oh, that's
shout
top
out.
triple.
What's up,
Hold on.
man?
I mean, he might be. I could. I thought he was signed. I
Somebody
thought he
look.
was signed to Matchroom, but I mean,
I thought he was too,
I
but
never know where
what is
Oshaki
it?
Foster because yeah, I never know where Oshaki Foster because he don't talk a lot. He don't do a lot of interviews and stuff like that. So you never really know what's going on with Oshaki Foster until you see him.
Yeah, sure. Oshaki from since Dan Foster jumped promoters from Matchroom to Top Rank, signing a deal that will reportedly put him on ESPN 3 times a year.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
means multiple year. Yeah.
What's up,
Okay.
So
Cool?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the relationship is good enough. I think those fights can be made right now.
Well,
I
I
don't think
mean,
that'll be a big issue.
like with somebody like Oshaki Foster, I don't think Bob values Oshaki Foster like he does like Lomachenko or anybody like that. So I don't think he would be too hesitant to put him in a fight because I don't think he values him like that.
Damn.
Maybe he
I
could.
hope
Maybe
that
they
ain't the
could be on
case.
a undercard for a big fight.
We never seen
Quee,
him
what's up,
on a big
mama?
card. I never seen Oshaki Foster on a big card.
No, but I'm
Right.
saying like maybe a Saudi card or like
Louis.
I'm trying to think of or maybe if Shakur fights somebody big like Lomachenko.
Well, I hope the kid, get put on either
I,
way.
yeah,
But I can see your point though. Like what Free said. Like, when has he really ever been on a big card? Maybe this might force them to put him on a big card, like you said, or Shakur, Lomachenko. One of them names pop up. Hopefully, we see him in the co-main event, and you know Hopefully it's against four. You know, that'd be a nice little undercard fight right there, man. Either way. What's up, Mark Nash? What up, my guy?
What's going on, Mark Nash? What's going on, Quick? What's going on?
Mark.
What's going on, Juan?
Yeah, salute to y'all, man. But what's going on with your bull, man? Ryan Garcia, man. Is this fight gonna happen? Is it gonna happen?
I no longer have any confidence that it will. I'm prepared every single day for the announcement that Arnold Barboza will step in and replace him. So like I don't have any expectations for Ryan Garcia. That's how I feel.
Free, what
Now,
you? Oh, my
as
bad.
to
My
the
bad, Marky.
as to the other shit, he has come out today and just when you thought this nigga couldn't get any more weird, he gets weirder. Andrew Tate, yeah, I don't know if y'all know who that is. He's a famous influencer for red pill culture and stuff like that. And that he invited Ryan on his Twitter stream or whatever. Ryan goes on there talking about the people they drugged me, they tied me down, they made me watch atrocities of people being raped and think or excuse me BVO of people being raped um and just things like that, just wild things. But let me say this: as much as and also I want to also say he said that he was violated in the video. I'm not gonna summarily dismiss what he said, and let me say this: there has been a lot of weird stuff coming out of LA. Everybody knows this. This is not a secret. Dave Chappelle. Everybody knows what happened to him when he tried to go against the industry. Martin Lawrence. The man was on the freeway with a gun talking about they're trying to kill him. There's all kinds of different little stories and mysteries that if you do a little digging, it's not really hard to figure out what's going on. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe Ryan Garcia is just crazy and on drugs, but I don't know. I'm not just gonna summarily.
Well,
Go ahead.
with the whole Martin Lawrence situation, Martin Lawrence came out and told everybody he was high as shit. He told everybody he was high.
Yeah.
He said it on the stand up.
Yeah. Or Ryan could just be high as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I heard a situation from Ryan Garcia. My whole thing is, you saying all of this stuff happened. You saying you saw. They made you watch. Know who did it. He knows who was the people that did it. So if this is actually true, why are you not going to the police about this?
Yeah.
Why are you not going to the police? You say they kidnapped you. They put you in the car, they tied you up, drove you to the woods or whatever, and then they made you watch them violate a child. That's criminal. That's federal criminal.
He says
Why
he
you
has
not
proof.
going? Yeah, why are you not going to the police by it? Why are you just sitting here talking about this on Twitter or Instagram, wherever I saw it? I can't remember where I saw that.
We
But
saw
why
it
are you
on
talking about?
Clubhouse.
Yeah, why are you talking about that on there when you can be talking about? I mean, you could be talking to the police about it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't believe what Ryan Garcia is
But
saying.
hey, Free, didn't Ryan in his last tweet today, he said somebody put something in the drink, WTF? Was that him? Did he tweet that because, you know, he jumped out the window with them allegations or whatever? Or
Man,
was it because it seemed like that tweet, he was just like, you know, oh damn, somebody didn't put something in my drink, man. What the hell, bro? Then had him up
yeah,
there talking crazy. Was that why he tweeted that?
Probably. It very well
Why
could
is
have
he
been to
playing the
cover it up.
game? I've never seen nobody try to get out of a fight like this in my life, bro. It's
Yeah, I mean,
clear that he's trying to get out of this fight, bro. And then I'm not so sure that Devin, if Ryan pulls out, I can see Devin canceling the whole card because
nah,
I don't think he's gonna just jump in there with Barbosa like that.
no, he will.
No, Devin getting paid. Shit.
Devin is not canceling no card because Ryan decided to pull out. Devin is going to go ahead and fight Barbosa.
Because when they asked him about that, and then he's like, "Well, are you willing to fight Barbosa?" He said, "I don't know." That's what Devin said. He doesn't know, and I was like, "Yeah, that's kind of a tough
I mean,
little."
the only way I could see Devin pulling out of the whole card is if they don't put a card together. There's no card put together anyway. That's the only way I can see him pulling out and say, you know
And
what,
like
this
I
whole
can,
fight is off.
yeah, I can just see him saying, "I'm not fighting Barbosa." Like, why would he do that? He's not. I mean, I guess he doesn't have to. Devin going to prepare the way he prepared for anybody. But that's how stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Barbosa can win or is going to win. I'm just saying, like, I don't see Devin doing that. If it ain't Ryan, I just see that whole 420, people getting refunded, bro. That's what I see. I don't see him going through with Barbosa. I don't. There's bigger and better stuff for Devin to do, you know. And then Shakur tweeted. Didn't Shakur tweet, "I'll step in"? I knew it was only a matter of time before we see him try to
No,
put his name in
actually,
there.
actually, if you think about it, at this point in time, right now, Aaron Barbosa versus Devin Haney is a better fight than Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney right now.
Definitely.
It's a better fight.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it probably would have done better if that was the fight that was put on for the beginning. But then though that they had Ryan on there, and now they taking Ryan off, or Ryan pulled himself off. I don't know, but it would have been a lot better if it was Barbosa versus Devin.
From the
I
jump.
think it would have been a more competitive fight.
Definitely. And that's why I said I don't think that, Devin would go through with that. Like I think if Ryan doesn't show, I think Devin won't fight on the 20th. That's my opinion though. I could be wrong.
No, I
I
don't.
don't
I
want
just don't see that. I don't see Devin canceling the fight card. I just don't see him doing it because I remember when he was going to pay Tevin Farmer and Mickey Bay to fight because those guys the promotional companies couldn't come up with the money, and he was like, "Well, I'll pay y'all. How much they was going to pay y'all? I'll pay y'all so y'all can go ahead and put this fight on."
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
them guys, one of the guys that they didn't want to fight. So I just don't see him canceling the card because one guy dropped out.
Well, he's not just one guy. He's the main guy. He's one of the main characters and so I can absolutely see Devin Haney like, man, I ain't fighting no Barbosa, man. And go back to the drawing boards and see what happened. You know what I mean? Because Ryan is clearly, I just can't see him making it to 420, bro. The way he going, man, then he's all over the place, then he's trolling and he's not trolling. Then he's saying these things, he's getting on the phone, he's getting on them spaces with Andrew Tate saying some crazy stuff, and I don't know where his head is mentally. Brian, he got that money. They had to take his credit cards and his stuff. He's looking real bad out here, man. And he's crashing out, man. He's crashing out bad right now, bro. He's cooked, man. That BVO boy, man. BVO love that boy, man. BVO, get your
Yeah.
man. Yeah, go talk to you. Call your man. Call his people, so you can talk to him. And tell that man to chill out, man.
The alleged new Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And I don't remember Sugar Ray ever trying to do no stuff like this, but
I mean, no, Sugar Ray did cocaine. He beat the shit out of his wife. I mean, he did shit, but he was focused on the sport of boxing.
laser focus.
Yep. He wanted to win more than anything else. Ryan Garcia is just lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is pretty bad. This is bad, man. I have zero confidence that this fight happens on the 20th. Go ahead, Free.
On a different note, did y'all see? There's talks of Tank Davis fighting in Houston and David Benavidez being the co-main.
That would be crazy, but I don't see David Benavidez. He's a headliner at this point, unless they, he'll take the money though. Benavidez seems like he just don't care. He just wants to fight the best people, man. So you got to appreciate David Benavidez while he's active and in his prime. He's young, he's hungry, he's moving up. I think he can smash that opponent. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I know Archer Beterbiev just dog walked him. But he gonna sit there and wait for he gonna get his fight out the way, and he don't have a choice. He gonna wait for the winner of that undisputed, and he's right in the position to become undisputed. Then they was talking about him moving to cruiserweight too. They said something about cruiserweight against I can't remember, but yeah, they were talking about him possibly going right to cruiserweight. So
yeah, they saying it's supposed to be either June 1st or June 15th, and it's talk that Tank Davis versus Frank Martin and David Benavidez versus his opponent, and David Benavidez being a co-main. I mean, I can see David Benavidez being a co-main because at this point in time, right now, he's not a bigger star than Tank Davis, and the fight that he has with this guy is not a title fight. Tank Davis is a title fight, and he's a bigger name at this point in time right now. So I can see David Benavidez being a co-main, which is not going to be bad for neither one of these guys because David Benavidez is still going to get paid. Tank Davis is going to get paid. Frank going to get paid, and the other guy, he's going to get paid.
And the pay-per-view would sell with those names headlining like that.
Especially, it's going to, not only would the pay-per-view sell, it's going to sell out in Houston because you got Frank Martin who's fighting out of Dallas, and then you got David Benavidez who's a American Mexican. So yeah, it's definitely going to sell.
Yeah, that's a good card, man. Hey, I ain't mad at that card. I buy that card all day long. For sure. But then again, anything that Tank does, I'm buying. And if David, when he fights, whether it's on, we don't have any Showtime anymore, so I guess I'm buying his fights too. I buy the people that want to fight the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you got to remember too that David Benavidez versus Bubu Andrade, that pay-per-view flop.
Yeah,
that joint flop. I think they said somewhere around 35,000 or something like that, or not even 35,000. So that wasn't a big pay-per-view. So he still got to build his name up before he could headline over somebody like a Tank Davis.
Yeah, he definitely not headline over Davis, but you're right. I mean, he might not be ready that pay-per-view. I was hearing, I don't think that he cares about none of that stuff, to be honest, because he was about to take a crazy deal just to fight Canelo, bro. And I was seeing that on different reports on multiple sites where it was saying it was like 92-8 or something crazy like that. I was like, damn, is that real? You know what I mean? Because he was going to just take the $5 million and get none of the pay-per-views. Canelo's going to get his $55 million, and I've never seen nobody turn down nothing like that. That's clearly duck mode, duck sauce. Straight
that's pretty much what Canelo got to fight Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Because Floyd Mayweather gave him $5 million. He didn't get none of the pay-per-views, but he did get the money from Mexico. Floyd said, you can have all the money from Mexico, but these pay-per-views is mine. You're not getting none of these pay-per-view buys.
And they wanted Showtime demanded that fight, or was it HBO? Was it Showtime? Showtime demanded that Canelo do that. And Canelo cashed out early though, you know what I mean? So, but now the tables have turned. He's in the Mayweather position, and he still didn't want the damn fight. I've never seen nobody be duck sauce like that in my life. To turn down that kind of money, plus the pay-per-view, which that pay-per-view was going to do massive numbers because everybody wants to see that fight. It's two fights people want to see, Devin and Tank, and Benavidez and Canelo, those are the biggest fights that could be made in the whole sport of boxing, bro. And
Well,
Canelo, he bitched out.
it's looking like he might have to take that fight.
I
It's
think
looking
they'll
like
give him Munguia. I think they'll give him Munguia and Charlo.
no, they said they want David Benavidez on there. Magia, they said they'd give him Magia, but they want David Benavidez. Then they said they'd give him Charlo, but they want David Benavidez. David Benavidez has been in both scenarios. The only ones that they took off the scenario was Magia and Jamal. But David Benavidez has been in both scenarios. They want David Benavidez to get that fight.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but that fight is not gonna ever happen. So everybody might as well, he's not gonna come up to 75 and fight David. So that fight's dead. And good for David not waiting around on that guy. If that guy want to pick the ripest cherries off the tree, go ahead. I ain't waiting around. Everybody knows that he ducked David, so David can have that for moral victory and continue on with his young, good career. You know what I'm saying? That's what he needs to do. He needs to focus on what he's doing. Keep doing what he's doing. Don't worry about no damn Canelo, because Canelo's a duck. He's a disgrace. You know what I mean? I cannot wait for him to just go away, give up them damn belts, and let these super middleweights fight it out, man. Canelo is holding up the belts. He don't want to fight. He wants to fight who he wants to fight, and that's cool. You want to do that? But go ahead. The sanctioning bodies need to do their damn jobs. They're not. They're greedy. So, he's holding up the super middleweights, man. He makes me sick. I can't stand Canelo Alvarez. I used to like Canelo. I bought his pay-per-views when he fought Laura. I bought a bunch of his pay-per-views, and this is how he thank us by not giving us what we want. Now he wants to get Charlo after all these years when Charlo looking like he's crashing out himself. Now he wants to Charlo. He's chasing that Charlo fight now, boy. That's why I don't like Canelo. He tries to get you at your most vulnerable point, bro. He tries to get you when you're coming off your worst performance. He manipulates. He wanted this big bag to fight bums, bro. Nobody, Munguia ain't did shit. But you was quick to fight him, but you talking about, I don't fight Mexico. I represent Mexico. I don't fight Mexican. But you in there wanting Munguia. Like, this dude is a joke, man. He's a clown, and I can't wait till he's gone forever out of the sport. Not off the world, but out of the sport. Get out. Can't wait.
Yeah. He definitely needs to be. I mean, like I said, he can do whatever he wants as long as he drops those belts first. Once he drops those belts, he can do whatever he want to do. I don't care what he do. I haven't bought his fight in a long time. I bought the Jamel Charlo fight and the Caleb Plant fight, but outside of those,
yeah,
I haven't bought a Canelo fight since Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I have no interest in even seeing him fight
I'm not
unless
even
he
going
fights
to lie
in
about
names.
it. I haven't bought a Canelo fight since Floyd Mayweather.
I bought the Plant fight. I bought the Charlo fight on the strength of Mel's, one of my favorites at the time. But like you said, I ain't buy that Triple G bull crap.
I ain't buy none of the Triple G fights. None of them.
Well, I bought the first one because he was ducking him and he surrendered his belt to him. So I wanted to see what G really had. And I thought G won that first fight with that jab, man. I thought G got the bad end of the stick. But, when you fight Canelo, you're already down 2 or 3 rounds, 3-4 rounds when you go in there. So that's evident.
I stopped buying Canelo fights because I figured him out a long time ago. I know he was an opportunist. He only fight people when the opportunity presents itself at the right time. Only at the right time. If it presents itself and it's at the wrong time for Canelo, he's not taking it. But if it's the right time for Canelo and it presents itself, he's taking it. He's jumping right on it like Jamal Charlo, coming off a 2-year layoff, didn't look that great. He looked good. He didn't look that great in his last fight because he should have got Jose Benavidez out of there. He didn't look like the old Jamal Charlo. You could tell that it was Jamal Charlo ain't the same that he was. and Canelo saw the same thing everybody else seen. He was like, yeah, I take the Jamal Charlo fight now. I take it now.
Yep. That's what he does. He manipulates. He moves around all funny and
I'm surprised he didn't ask to fight Boo Boo now.
right. He wants to fight the people that he wants to fight the people that he wants to fight. And those are fights that where they're not very they're not much of a challenge because
What's going on, Crush?
that's the way he moved, man. He moved funny, man. Salute to the brother Crush.
Yeah, he's everything that BVO say about Tank Davis. That's who Canelo is. He's everything that BVO say about Tank Davis.
For real. That dude's a
get
clown,
out of the
man.
sport.
He's a clown, bro. And I can't wait to Canelo get out of here, bro. Because all he do is just duck, go fight an easy cherry, then go eat some more duck sauce. Now he's running around. He's running back from one promotional company to the next because the zone said, nah, we ain't got that. We got this, but we ain't got that. Oh, let me come back over here. Oh, Al Heyman and PPC broke. Oh, let me Canelo. Oh, let me run back over here. Well, Al's saying, all right, yeah, we got your money, but here's the deal. Now Canelo's back is against the wall.
Who else is on this daggone undercard for AJ and Francis?
That's a good question.
Because I heard somebody say somebody else was supposed to be on there. I was like, oh, he's going to be on the undercard? I'll watch it for him. I forgot who they said was supposed to be on it.
That's a good question.
I'm gonna
I
have
don't have my other device to look. I can try to look, but if I get kicked off,
I'll let you back up. You get kicked off, I'll let you back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to Google it right now.
Like everybody think I'm crazy by saying I believe Francis is gonna knock AJ out. I just see, and like, although AJ looked good in his last fight, which he was supposed to, it was a showcase fight for AJ. He was supposed to look good. Deontay Wilder was supposed to look good because this was supposed to be a showcase fight for these two fighters so they can go ahead and fight. What's going on, DS? It was supposed to be a showcase fight for these two guys so they can look good to build up their fight, which was already built up anyway. But it was supposed to build up for their fight. So AJ was supposed to look good.
Here
But
you go.
the thing that
go ahead, Free. I got the
the thing that I seen from AJ is he still doesn't move his head. He still don't move his head. And yeah, he might be a better boxer than Francis, but the one thing Francis got is a big shot. And if you're not going to move your head and he lands that shot, AJ, we all know, does not have a chin. AJ could be looking like Tyson Fury getting up off the canvas, or he could be looking like Tyson Fury staying down on the canvas.
Yeah, you got Joseph Parker and Zhang in the co.
Yeah, that's who it was. Joseph Parker and Zhang. That's who it was.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, I'll watch it to see that. That's who it was.
They got a bunch of heavyweights I've never heard of up here. Tyson Fury's brother, Roman Fury's on the card. I didn't even know. I've never even heard of him. But yeah, Zhang.
That's what I want to see. Zhang and Joseph Parker. I'm intrigued to see that. Then I am.
Is Ray Vargas and Nick Ball? Is that? Yeah, Ray Vargas is on the card. I don't know how to pronounce these names, Free. But yeah, Zhang and Joseph Parker gonna get it on. It's supposed to be Wilder and AJ right now, but it is what it is.
AJ went after that bag.
Salute to homie Thomas. Yeah, AJ's definitely getting that bag over there. He getting that Saudi money, boy. He ain't crazy. He getting that money, boy. God dang. Yeah. Thomas said Mark Nash, the late night king. I know I be having to listen to Mark Nash. I be hard to catch Mark Nash's lives, boy. I be having to listen to the playback joint. Shit, Mark Nash was on fire the other day.
But yeah, Zhang and Joseph Parker. That I get that'll be good as long as it lasts. You know, I think the big Chinese boy will beat him up, but Joseph
Yeah,
Parker might got some confidence with beating Wilder, so you know he might be in his bag. You know what I mean? He's not
yeah,
terrible.
I mean, Joseph Parker's a decent fighter. I
Yeah.
never thought he was trash. He's a
Uh,
decent
uh,
fighter.
right. Right.
He don't remind me of.
I think MarkyDon, you still there? I don't know if the homie D3 went out. Sometimes these signals be acting crazy, man. I don't know if you still there, Free? Marky? Nobody there? It's just me? All right, well, yeah. Shout out to the homie Thomas Crush. You back, Free? Or is it my phone acting crazy? Because I know my joint was acting crazy. I couldn't even make it up here on time because my device was acting weird, man. Device has been tripping all day today, man. So y'all, you know what I'm saying? When that damn Instagram and Facebook went down, boy, you should have seen the panic of the people, boy. I was like, y'all, man, y'all can't, grown ass people can't live without damn Facebook and Instagram for a couple hours. They was going crazy. All right, bet. If you can hear me, then cool. We in here. BVO, let Thomas up here. But yeah, the boy Canelo, man, I'm gonna say it again. I want him out. I can't wait till he get out. He's holding up the sport, holding up the division. He's still trying to pick cherries in front of everybody. He don't even care no more, for real, for real. He don't care. Canelo Alvarez is a savage, bro. He don't care. And his delusional fans are some of they're the y'all like some of y'all his fans, bro. Y'all don't care what that boy do. That boy can go and fight somebody. He can fight another welterweight, and y'all will be all right with that. Name not Terrence Crawford. So you know that he manipulates the game. He's been stealing for years, and he just he clearly ducked Benavidez, bro. I ain't never seen nobody duck a man like that. Normally, when the fans are demanding for a fight, we normally get what we want eventually. Man, not with Canelo. You're not gonna tell me, man. You know, so you can't tell him what to do. His ass a goofy. I don't like that nigga, man. And I don't like his weird ass fans. Y'all niggas is weird. Cause y'all think in y'all eyes, he doing what Canelo can do. He has the right to do what he want. Yeah, but damn. So you don't want to see him? Y'all, the Canelo fans don't want to see him fight Benavidez. They always try to throw David Morrell at him. Go fight him. Go fight that. Go fight that. But then he'll fight John Ryder. Then he'll go fight Munguia, who ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? He want to chase down Jamal Charlo when he see that man is not even really focused on boxing. So his ass a goofy, man. That's BVO guy, man. BVO love Canelo, man. You know what I'm saying? Leave it to them. But that boy, I ain't never seen nobody eat this many cherries off a tree. His whole career is just a bunch of cherries on there, bro. Then people will say, "Oh, he fought this one, he fought that one," but damn, look how long it took him to fight G. He had to surrender his WBC belt, surrender that joint, and what he do? HBO said, "No, you're not getting no more paydays until you fight him." Then because he was on his Canelo weight, I know y'all remember that when he was bringing up when he brought up Amir Khan, like he brought up glass jaw Amir Khan to Canelo weight and was getting out boxed until ultimately, it was going to happen. Amir Khan, it was going to be shattered glass all in the ring, and that's what happened. Canelo melted that nigga, man. One of the best knockouts ever. But again, against a glass jaw welterweight, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he'll fight him, but he won't fight Terrence Crawford, somebody that can beat him. Any chance that anybody that can have a chance of beating Canelo, he don't want to fight him, bro. He just don't want to do it. He go the other way. You know what I'm saying? Free, bring Thomas up, or bring and Brother Crush and Mark and one of them up. But yeah, he don't want to fight nobody. He just want to get in there and do what he want to do and fight bums. And people say, "Well, I don't like calling fighters bums, man. They bums." The same way in other sports. That nigga that played for Milwaukee, Giannis brother, is a bum. I don't care what you say. No, I never played in the NBA, but I know basketball. That nigga is trash. Period. So I don't know what's his deal. You know what I'm saying? So I can call a nigga a bum if I want, because that's what I'm going to do. And that nigga Canelo fight bums. Bums. Cherries. What BVO say? What do he say? Amazon drivers. That's what he fight. Them niggas that be dropping packages off at y'all crib. And he's running back and forth, playing with this promotional company. And everybody's like, oh, see PBC. No, because PBC telling these niggas, look, man, you got to get in here and rumble, baby. You got to do something, baby. You can't just I done fed you cherries already. Now I say it's time to eat some food. He don't want to eat food. He want to snack all day. That's what he wants to do. He don't want to fight nobody, man. I can't stand Canelo Alvarez, man. And that nigga ain't Mexican. That nigga Irish. That nigga Irish to me. You know what I'm saying? And his fans, y'all niggas is weirdos too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all delusional. Y'all think it's okay for that shit that he's doing. Y'all think that's okay. And y'all new boxing fans, y'all been watching boxing for 3 or 4 years. And y'all think that's okay. In today's climate, it's okay. Unless you got a suntan. If you got a suntan, they gonna grind him up. Look what they did to Terrence Crawford. They say he ducked this. They say he ducked that. Look what they did to Earl Spence. He ducked this. He ducked that. You know what I'm saying? So that shit goofy to me. I don't know what's going on with these dudes, man. These dudes don't want to fight no more. We just had this conversation like last night. You know what I'm saying? How these niggas don't want to fight nobody, bro. Nobody want to lose. Everybody's scared to get knocked out. Everybody want a big payday, so everybody can run them, buy chains and a bunch of nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to get the fans what they want. They don't care about us, bro. Boxing is the only sport that the sport itself says, you know what? F the fans. We do what we do. We doing what we want to do. And then occasionally we get some fights that we want. You know what I'm saying? But truly, we ain't getting the fights that we want. We're not getting them, bro. Not right now. We not. It's not happening. Who? Why we got to argue with Tank and with Devin? Niggas want to argue about a 10-year-old tape, but nobody ain't sending nobody no contract. Shout out Tay Tay. Y'all go follow and subscribe to Tay Tay. She be over there cooking shit, chefing shit up. You heard? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was just saying, basically, boxing, they can tell us middle finger to the fans. Won't care about y'all niggas. We'll give y'all what we give us scraps. You know what I'm saying? When you cooking a meal, you might got a dog running around. You know what I'm saying? You just throw the nigga the bones and the scraps. Man, that's what they do to us. And then what we do, we keep buying this shit. We keep running back. Buying the shit that we don't even really want to buy, bro. Just because a couple guys don't want to rumble. They suckers, man. It is what it is, bro. I don't know what else to say. Canelo Alvarez is ducking and hiding, and he ran out of the room to duck. It's nowhere. I don't know if Al Heyman gonna give him them fights, bro. If he let him fight Munguia and Charlo, then PBC, y'all niggas is crazy. Don't let that man come manipulate. Fuck that nigga. Because the zone already said no. So fuck him. Now, if y'all say no, what the nigga gonna do? He has nowhere to run. He ain't, he don't even bother to talk with Top Rank. Because he ain't getting no money over there. So what's he gonna do? He gotta fight the fight, man. But now the Benavidez is moved up to light heavyweight. That nigga ran back to PBC so quick, boy. Don't gotta worry about him no more. And now we're not gonna get that fight because he's not gonna go to light heavyweight and fight David Benavidez because David Benavidez is already big enough. He ain't gonna come and do shit. So that nigga Canelo Alvarez is a sucker. You know what I'm saying? To me, that nigga's a joke. And yeah, he trained and he do all that, but at the end of the day, the nigga's a goofy. He's a disgrace. And I can't wait till he stop holding up that damn super middleweight division and let some of these young boys fight for these belts, man. Because that nigga don't, he wants to do what he want to do. And I can sit up here and go about this nigga all day long. This nigga Canelo Alvarez, I can go at him all day because he do fuck shit. And nobody don't want to see this nigga no more, man. This nigga's a goofy. I think my partner then went to sleep on me. You know what I'm saying? But y'all rocking with me, so we good. I'm gonna throw my AirPod back in. That mug was dying. But that nigga Canelo is, I can't wait for him to get out of there. And I know some of y'all probably still don't, his fans, them niggas gonna be, oh no. I wish one of his fans come up here right now and explain to me, is it okay what Canelo was doing, and is it okay? Like, make it make sense, man. This nigga doing whatever he want, man. This nigga's a clown, bro. He think he can just do what he want to do. Well, actually, he can do what he want to do, but that shit don't make it right. So that nigga's a clown. Yeah, man. But moving right along, this damn Ryan Garcia. We can get back to him, because I can cook his ass all day long. He's sitting up here making up these allegations, and then I don't know. I asked the homie D Free. I could be wrong. He tweeted, somebody put something in my drink, WTF. Bro, people is looking at you like, what's wrong with you, man? His head ain't in the game, man. He gonna get his ass whooped. I can see Devin Haney with a late stoppage, for real, for real. This is gonna get real ugly out here for this bull, man. And this nigga Ryan running around here on these spaces. Somebody needs to keep him. Somebody need to take that nigga Wi-Fi, man, or do like how my daughter do. My 10-year-old daughter, like, we got her phone set up to where about 9:30, 10 o'clock, her ass can't do nothing with that phone. Is nothing. That device is nothing. You can't get on YouTube. You can't text. You can't call. You can just, it's just basically an alarm clock. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Somebody need to take that nigga, somebody need to monitor him 24/7. And I don't know what Derrick James, he not used to this clown shit. This is a circus, man. You think that man Derrick James, he just there to work. Ryan Garcia there to play, man. Then you get Andrew Tate catch him in the space and talking about how he don't care. And the people coming, Andrew Tate saying, listen, I thought I couldn't be touched. You can be touched, bro. Now, Andrew Tate got way more money than Ryan Garcia, and he's telling them to chill. But he's saying everything but chill. He's telling them to chill without saying chill, actually telling them to chill, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's wrong with that nigga. He looked like he was in the damn hospital on one of them videos. And then he comes back. Then he, like, just like Marky said, just when you just think it can't get no more bizarre than it already is, it gets even more weird. I ain't never seen nobody try to get out of a fight like this nigga in my life. And he is trying to run up out of this fight.
And if he does, he might as well never ever show his face around the sport again. I don't want to see him on TikTok hitting no bags. I don't want to see him talking shit. I don't want to see him running up on people. Man, he's just a clown, man. This nigga is a clown. I didn't know he was this goofy though. You know what I'm saying? Even his brother was like, man, I don't know if my brother playing or not. Like, your brother's teeth, I love my brother. Your own family don't know what's going on. They think something wrong with you. So what are you doing, Ryan? What are you doing, bro? Tell me what you're doing, Ryan. I would love to bring Ryan up here right now. Just ask him, what are you doing, bro? If you don't want to fight, just stop wasting everybody's time. You know what I'm saying? Don't come up. Don't act like you want to do something and you know deep down you don't want to do it. Because we know you didn't want that tank fight. And the minute you got up out of there, you quit. Now you quit in this fight before you even get there. Devin nobody thinks you're gonna show up, dog. Your ass are goofy. Nobody think you're gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? Thomas, I just text BVO and told him to bring one of y'all up here. I don't know how some of these brothers like Crush, Mark Nash, and some of the other brothers be up here cooking on their own. That shit hard to me. But shout out to them. That's what make them good content creators. You know what I'm saying? They can get up here and hold a show for 3 or 4 hours by themselves. That brings some people up here. But for the most part, a lot of guys that be cooking on their own. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, man. That shit crazy. Trying to BVO. Yeah, I saw that, Thomas. You knew he was just gonna throw himself into this somehow. I was just waiting for him to wait for the right point to Shakur Stevenson, I'm talking about, to Twitter his fingers on the way up in here somehow. You know damn well he ain't no replacement because that's not what Bob said. Shakur, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear nobody from Top Rank unless Bob say it. You can't just say, "Oh, you think Bob gonna let you jump in there?" He ain't. Come on, man. That shit ain't happening, man. I don't even know why Shakur tweeted that. You know what I'm saying? Shakur need to focus on. I wouldn't either be mad at that, but he should have took the first deal, you know. But he didn't. So he can sit his ass down and fight top ranked people. You know what I'm saying? Is Bob gonna feed him? You know, I don't know. You know, Bob and make it funny like that, man. But we gotta see. You know, I don't think Dev, like I said, and D Free, he disagreed with me. I don't think that if Ryan doesn't show up the 20th, I don't think he's gonna go through with that Barbosa fight. I just don't. I don't see that happening, bro. Because when they asked Devin about that, Devin was like, I don't know. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Devin didn't seem like he was interested in Barbosa right now. Because it seems that's not a. And I agree with Free. It is a better fight than Ryan Garcia. It'll be competitive. It'll be a good fight. Yeah, but, you know, Devin got his mind set elsewhere, bro. He's not trying to fight no Barbosas and shit like that. He trying to fight Ryan, Tank, Shakur. That's what he trying to do. He said Dev didn't want to fight at 35. I think he was spent at the weight. Yeah, he was cooked at 35, bro. You could see it all in his face, bro. When them boys, I ain't never seen fights where these niggas don't weigh in. You don't even get to see the weigh in. They be pre-recorded and all kind of weird shit that these kids be doing. You know what I'm saying? Devin was clearly outweighed. You know, he stayed in that fight, that division, 2 fights too long for me. You know what I mean? That second Kambosos fight, he was looking crazy. And we didn't really get to see him with the Lomachenko fight. But Devin don't want to do 35 because he might physically harm himself. And he's even talking about he got to see how he feel on at 140, and we could possibly see Devin Haney at welterweight by the end of the year, man, because that's where he's destined to be, bro. He's just a big kid, you know. And then you'll have Terrence Crawford. He'll be out of there. He'll be at 154. So you'll have Boots Ennis and down there. However long he stay, people will start throwing Boots Ennis on Devin Haney. But hey, that's boxing. I ain't mad at that fight because Devin will be a welterweight. I mean, yeah, I agree with that too, Thomas. His first Kambosos fight, that was it for me. When he didn't look good at all in there, man. I'm not talking about him in the ring. He looked fantastic in the ring, but I'm just talking about the weigh-ins and shit. Like, he didn't look too hot. I wasn't jacking that, bro. I was like, man, that kid, man. I was worried for that boy, man. That boy took that. That's why I like Devin Haney. He took that crazy slave deal where he was the B-side 2 times, went to Australia 2 times, then he came back over and beat Lomachenko with some beautiful body shots. That's savage work right there, man. To take the money that he took, they lowballed him. Bob Arum said, "You want the fights? Well, here's what you get." And now you got to go to Australia 2 times as the undisputed champion. You the B side, man. You went over there and watched that boy 24-0. You know what I'm saying? And now that's why he's in the position he's in. He took that crazy ass deal that none of these other fighters would have took. Not Tank, not Shakur, none of them would have did a deal like that. He literally sold out for the belts, bro. Devin sold everything that he had. He put all his cards on his table and gambled on himself. So you know what? I don't even care about the money part about it. He gonna get the money anyway. And he went out there and he got what he wanted. He got to become undisputed, and he got that Lomachenko fight that he was chasing. And no, it wasn't his best performance, but I think he did enough to win. For sure. He did enough to win. Yeah, I don't think under 40 is crazy. Yeah, he 12-0 that nigga Scambosis. I like that. I call him Cambozo, but Scambosis, I never heard that. That's a good one. Yeah, Scambosis is a bum. You know what I mean? He not a bum. He not a bum. I take that back. He's a clown. That's all. But Cambosis is shit. He got Devin Haney, Tio, and look like he gonna have one more in there. So I mean, he is in there with them guys, man. I can't even really, now that I look back at it, he fought Devin twice. He beat Tio, fought Devin twice. Now he got a Loma fight. I ain't mad at him. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did make a boss move, Thomas. That was a crazy boss move, dog. I'm telling BVO to bring you up here. I know the nigga see me texting him, man. I keep forgetting to log into that email where I could have brought you up here myself, but I'll be forgetting, man. But yeah, Devin, he basically did what he had to do, man. He just gambled on himself, bro. That's what you call gambling on yourself. Now, when I put in the chat, who you see taking risks like that recently in boxing? Who's taking risks like that? Nobody's taking risks like Devin Haney, bro. Everybody said, "Oh, you got to fight Tank Shakur or Regis." He fought one of them niggas and beat him, dropped him, beat him convincingly. You know what I'm saying? It was hard to give Regis any round. Regis ain't do nothing. Devin just made him look ordinary, bro, and that's what he does, man. I mean, he said he got paid for all that mass with him. Yeah, he did. George Cambosis, he's like, that's a good name for him, Scambosis, because how did he get that money out of Top Rank 2 times, bro? And now he's back in another big fight. Because he had a fight after that. I forget against who. He looked okay. But, yeah, he got the Lomachenko fight. If Lomachenko come prepared like he did against Devin Haney, I think Lomachenko going to whoop him. There you go, Thomas. The link is in the chat if y'all brothers want to come up here. If y'all come up here, I'll stay on for another hour. We're an hour into the show, about an hour and 9 minutes into the show. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Prize Fighter been holding it down. I know y'all seen that drop. It's about time BVO used my drop. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was going to use it, but I'm glad that he did look good. I'm proud of myself. You know what I'm saying? BVO get on me because I haven't physically done a drop. But I got the little baddies doing drops on behalf of Prize Fighter. You feel me? And there's plenty more where that came from. You know what I'm saying? I got wait till I go back down North Carolina. I'm gonna turn it up. I'm gonna get some nice drops. Tommy, what's up, my guy?
Oh, what's good with you?
Ain't nothing, man. Just over there, Crush. You said he don't get no props for taking a slave deal? That's crazy, dog. I give him 100% credit. It was a slave deal. It was that deal. I did not want that nigga to take that deal. I was like, there's no way you're gonna come out of this on top. And I was wrong, bro. Cause it was just bad. All like he sold out for greatness, bro. So I'm rocking with the kid. A lot of people don't like the kid, man, for whatever reason. He's doing everything that y'all favorite fighter is not doing. So, I mean, what you think, Tommy?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. My man made the sacrifice that he wanted to make so he can get the prize that he wanted to get. And for that, you know, I give him props, man. He went over to a hostile environment. In the first fight, I don't think he lost a round. And I mean, it still was a close fight by the judges. So I mean, he put himself at risk of possibly having a fight taken from him. I mean, but he knew all along he was gonna whoop that tail. Even being compromised, he was gonna whoop that tail. And he said, hell, I'm about to go take them belts. And if I gotta do another, because Kambosos just wanted to get paid. He knew his days were short. All that little campaigning he did, talking about I want to fight whoever's gonna bring me the best fight. Man, Bob was controlling that show. He was only gonna fight one person. Because the other person was at 30. And the other one was over across at top rank, and I forgot who the one person was that they was gonna talk. So it was gonna go to Devin, and Devin was gonna go over there and whoop that tail like he did. He did it twice.
I was so glad when Devin. But I feel what you're saying, Crush. If you want to go at it on that angle, that's cool. Because I didn't like the deal either, bro. I hated that deal that he took. I was like, Devin, what are you doing, bro?
He interjected into a deal. But see, the thing is, he interjected into a deal that was given to Loma. Because Loma's dream was to be undisputed. So, you know, he was going. And I mean, if Loma would have won, you know, he would have had that rematch with him again because that was structured into the contract originally. But then he would have had to face Devin afterwards because Devin had the missing piece for the undisputed.
Yeah, I'm glad that he took
it was gonna roll its way to Loma, no matter what, because that's who Bob wanted with the belts.
Yeah,
because that's that he said the man better than Muhammad Ali. So hell,
Bob
you
Aaron
already know
says
how
all
he can
the
win.
Bob Aaron said some of the most craziest things. God damn it, boy!
Yeah, he's from the old guard. Bob like 90-something years old. You know, he was around when, you know, you had whites and colored only.
Yeah.
So you know, he's still in that frame of mind no matter what nobody say. And that's why, like, to me, it boggles my mind that people can listen to this man say anything and fully believe it. He's going to give you a degree of the truth, but a lot of stuff is laced with his conjecture and his motives and his narratives that he wants to have played out. I mean, you got the man making absolute money off the backs of these young brothers. You're not caring about them other than how they gonna get him paid.
Yep.
And he ain't trying to share the money with them, so you know he damn well ain't trying to share it with somebody else.
Nope. Just like when T.O. tried to run his ass over there to Triller on that $6 million, and he didn't get it. Bob Arum still was gonna get his $600,000, bro. Like, I don't know what's wrong when you break that down. That when you break that $6 million down, T.O. wasn't walking away with all that.
No, but T.O. just knew that he should be getting more of a piece. Cause I mean, hell, I'm going up in there and I'm putting my life on the line, nigga. You're not doing anything, and I feel him from that standpoint. Like, these people risking their lives. This dude ain't doing nothing, but he is providing for the connections to the commercials and the exposure of it. So you know he should get some money, but you should also break those fighters off, man, because they're coming to see them.
Yeah,
and not coming to see you.
Bob,
you may acquire the venue, you may acquire the airtime, and that's big. That airtime is big, and you need to be compensated for that. You need to be compensated for the vendors that you put up in there and all the other stuff for sure. But they need to be compensated for the cheeks they put in the seat the people that they get to buy these dang pay-per-views at these pay-per-views and things like that. And
Right.
it should be adequate, because without them you have no product. But you know, we live in a system where they get the work out of 100 men and they get 1%. So they get 1% out of 100 people, and then only give 1% of themselves, and they getting all the kickback. And that's the thing with that. So, like, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I think that with all things, when you go and you set your mind to a task and you complete the task, you need to be given a little bit of that for that. Because hell, it ain't easy to go out there, set a goal, and then go accomplish it. So, you know, for that, I give him mad props on that. Did I think he was gonna lose? I at no point thought he was gonna lose that
scam artist.
Yeah, man. You know, honestly, dude, this is why I have a problem with that. I thought he lost to Mickey Bay. I saw that fight 4 times, and I thought he lost to Mickey Bay. They gave him a split decision. They gave him a split decision against Lee Selby, and then they gave him a unanimous decision against a dude that he lost at least 10 rounds to. At least 10 rounds in Maxie Hughes. Man, your boy Loma about to put a beating on his ass.
Yeah, I think Lomachenko gonna whoop him.
He gonna put a beating on his ass, and then after that, I hope he riding to the sunset, because I'm tired of Kambosos.
Yeah, he's
I'm tired of his little antics that he was doing when he knew damn well he was going. He knew he wasn't beating no damn Devin Haney.
He didn't want to fight. He tried to price himself out until they came up with the funds. I want $10 million. I was like, they ain't giving that nigga no $10 million. They gave that nigga $10 million 2 times, which is crazy.
But I will give him that for taking the fight to Tio. I don't think Tio was right, but that ain't his fault. You got up them stairs. You get up them stairs as your US, protect yourself at all times.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Scambosa's he gonna have some names on his resume. He got a hell
of a resume.
2 times with Devin and Tio. I mean, that's more than what y'all favorite fighter has done. So, I mean, shout out
He's
to
gonna have a hell of a resume.
Shout out to Kambosos for just scamming his way through the cruise.
No denying that. Hell, I mean, Maxie Hughes wasn't chopped liver either. I mean, he was a solid fight too. I don't think Maxie Hughes beats the elite.
Nah.
But he sure did beat his ass though. That's all I know.
Yeah, they kind of scammed him in that fight. They kind of got over on Maxie Hughes on that one. I was shocked at that. I don't know what it is. The judges, they like Kambosos, man.
It was because they were setting up this fight with Loma. Because they want to put Loma with a chance to get the belt, and they figure that who's left, they don't think that Shakur gonna be there for too long. So who's left? Loma can collect the rest of those belts. You go undisputed and then retire.
Yeah, I just can't see him making. He ain't gonna make undisputed. It's not gonna happen. I think he's too old at this point, and he still got to get through Shakur.
But they think well, now look. If Ryan does pull out the fight, that's a big if. I think Ryan knows not to pull out this fight because there's a whole lot on the line.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money on the line, and a lot of future money on the line if he can pull that fight out. So I doubt he pulls out, but if he do, then what better way for you to get Shakur to move up than to say, yo, I'll dangle this for you. You can have this fight.
Yeah, we can do it in May or June. I don't see, like I said, if Ryan doesn't show up on the 20th, I don't think there will be nothing at the Barclays. I don't think Devin's going to fight Barbosa.
Well, that's another thing. Like,
it's a high risk, low reward for him.
There's way more stuff in that baggie.
Yo, Crush, what's up with that, baby boy? Why my man BVO calling you out like that, though?
I have no idea what.
But I mean, I think for Shakur, it would be very advantageous because if you brought Barbosa up and you got him as a backup plan, but you want to make the fight big, and you want to be in legacy fights, and you want to be in the biggest fights, well, Barbosa ain't the biggest name. However, you pull up a Shakur, people gonna be on that. So like, I'll take that.
Did you want this?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, Barbosa. What the hell was that? You playing trumpet?
That's my bad. That's my notification. That's the Thundercats.
Jesus Christ. I thought I was in a hear ye type of situation.
You never saw, yeah, you probably never saw the Thundercats. That's the Thundercats right there.
Yeah, of course I saw the Thundercats.
Oh, well,
I'm more of a Transformer type of Voltron.
Oh, I got that notification too. I got the
Transformers, Voltron, He-Man. That was my joints. I never was I watched Thundercats because, you know, I had cousins. We come over to the house, you know. But I wasn't, like, trying to break my neck to watch Thundercats, like, when Voltron come on, when Transformers come on. You know what I mean? I wasn't missing none of that shit. Nothing. It wasn't happening.
Oh, Transformers was my ish. G.I. Joe was my ish.
Yeah, G.I. Joe.
Definitely Voltron. Voltron was my ish. Transor Z was my ish. What else? Robotech was my ish.
There
was a lot of the cartoons do at a time slot from like when you got out of school till about like 6. Them bitches was just hitting
back to back too.
Back to back.
The kids probably don't know what we talking about. The ones that just started watching boxing 3 years ago, they probably like Thundercats. What are they talking about? They gonna go Google it and then they gonna see some old ass shit. My man, this shit trash.
Yeah, they probably will say that, man. But you know, I seen some of the newer stuff, and some of the newer stuff is very trash to me.
Trash. Super trash. He said he can't F with me, but I might have to hurt the little bro respectfully. Maybe we'll set it up. That'll be funny. What y'all gonna talk about? BVO, I don't debate. I ain't coming up here debating none of y'all niggas. Don't ask prize fighter to debate. I'm not doing that. I don't have the patience to sit there and write notes. Like I was watching Knockout Channel when they were doing it. I was like, I don't got the patience to do that shit, bro.
You need to do that too to be on point. Because you got to rebuttal something that somebody say. You got to look at the point that they might say. They might say something that's nonsense. You got to catch them on that.
Yeah, I ain't got the patience for all that. I don't write nothing down when I come up here. BVO invited me up here. I don't write nothing down. I just see what's going on that day. I know my history, and it is what it is. I don't need all that. I don't have patience for a debate. Like, I'm not in fucking Harvard. Where we like, I don't got time for that shit. BVO, I leave that BVO's a debate man on the channel. D-Free too. D-Free, he's pretty good at that, but I'll let them two brothers have that. I ain't doing no debate. Don't come up here asking to debate prize fighters. It's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me too, Crush. I know you freestyle. I didn't see you do your show live. So I know you ain't had nothing but your headset. You know, you had your device and you was sitting at the table and you was cooking.
Crush just said he got all these rhymes right up in my head, and I make them fit the ring.
That's a fact. I seen Crush do his show every morning for shit. I don't even know how long I was down there, Crush, but he definitely come off the top with his though for sure. Mm-hmm. I don't do all that taking notes and all that shit. With a debate, you're gonna have to. You know, I ain't pay attention to school all like that, so I'm not gonna be writing down nothing about no debating. You know, this fighter or that fighter. Like, I don't want to talk about that shit.
It looked like we might be getting a little something tonight. He said, "Who you got, Rye or Dad?"
Well,
who you got,
BVO, you got Ryan because that's your man. So you should just be like, I got Ryan, he got Dad. Because just on the simple fact that you call him the next coming of Sugar Ray Leonard, that there alone lets you know you got Ryan in a debate. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, most definitely they are. But it works for them. It gets them the press that they're looking for. They're looking for the generate the buzz and the viewership.
He said you was the biggest hater, the Haney hater in boxing. That's what BVO said.
Tommy, or the Haneys the biggest
no. What kind of question is that?
Yeah. He said F them both, but he got damn. What you talking about, BBO?
BVO, and he ain't trying to debate no. And I don't know. BVO's a savage, so he probably is trying to debate. I'll leave that to BVO and D Free. I don't do all that debating shit. I don't have the patience for it, man. I just don't have the patience. Here we go.
What you think about the fight, the upcoming fight this week though, with Ngannou and
AJ?
Joshua and Big Bang Zhang and Parker?
Yeah, well, I just realized that they was on the undercard, so I'm pretty excited. But the shit come on Friday, dog. The fight is on a Friday at like 5 p.m. or something crazy.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like I think it's come. I could be wrong. I might be wrong, but and Crush, somebody BVO, can one of y'all check that out for me? Is the fight is it on a Friday at like 5 p.m. something? Because you know Saudi Arabia over there, when you remember when they put on that heavyweight card with Wilder, and that shit was like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. You know what I mean? Why would they do it Friday?
It started real early, but it was a ton of fights though. They had a bunch of fights that
Man,
day.
that card was crazy. That card was crazy. Crazy card, man. But it started pretty early. I think it's gonna start like Friday, bro. At like 5 p.m. Like, damn, they don't even let the people off of work yet. I'll be home, but that's a little early for me. But
Frizzle, my nizzle, what's the deal, dog?
I'm trying to go out Friday, man. I ain't trying to sit there and watch them niggas, man. Freezy back. D Freezy. Hey, Free. You know what time that fight starts? Friday?
Yo.
Yeah, you good. We hear you.
Probably it's probably gonna be in the afternoon. It's like when the zone do overseas, it's usually like a all day. Start in the afternoon, and then the main event.
You hitting us with that three?
Oh shit!
Yeah, you choppy, Free.
You hitting us with that 3-6 mafia?
Mm-hmm. Hitting us with that Swisher House, that chopped and screw Swisher House.
Chop and screw.
Free, you got mic check?
Sound better?
Nah, you real choppy, dog. We can't even hear you really.
If I mute my mic. Yeah.
He'll come back. He'll drop off and he'll try to re-up. He got the link. You know, he'll come back. You know what I'm saying? D Free, he'll be back, man. Let him put his little intake in this.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, much better. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying when it comes with the zone, when they doing those fights overseas, it usually starts in the afternoon and the main event come on like around 9, 10 o'clock. So it's probably gonna be an all day thing. They probably gonna have about 9, 10 fights. So it's gonna be before the bell, and then the main card probably gonna start like around 6 or 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's still on a Friday though. Like, why is it on a Friday? But then again, I don't even know if I'm gonna be sitting around. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sit still Friday, man.
I'm about to say it might be on a Friday because it's on a Saturday in their time. So it's a Friday. It'll be Friday our time.
What are you talking about, BVO? He said D Free stole my mother's car.
Yeah, I took it to the chop shop. I'm about to get a vet for it.
You better break that down. You better break that down. And BVO he can't help himself to say crazy shit in the chat. It is what it is.
That's why BVO like Garcia so much, because both of them trolls.
BVO.
So speaking of that though, like D, what you think? You think my man really touched in the head, man, and he need help, or you think that he's just doing this to try to get more viewership?
Even if he's doing it for more viewership, he needs help, because if that's what you got to do to sell a fight, you need help. Whether you need mental help or you need publicity help, you need help.
Why he ain't do none of this goofy shit in the Tank fight?
Because Tank already sells. Actually, he tried it. I remember when he came out and he said Tank stole his chain and all that stuff, but then You see Ryan Garcia came up the tank talking about, can we be friends?
That was weird, man. He's a weird guy, man.
He tried that shit.
That's
I
a
forgot all
weird
about
nigga,
it
man.
until BF said something about it. I forgot all about it. I was like, oh yeah, he did do that shit with Tank.
Briefly, but this is bizarre though, Free. This is like way beyond that.
Like he can't do that. He can't do that with Al Heyman and PBC like that because they ain't going for it. They were like, oh, okay, get him up off the card, Tank. We're gonna put you in there with somebody else. Cause Tank can fight somebody else and still make money.
The interesting thing about Bud BBO is that, you know, he got a taste of that money. He don't feel like he should be able to sacrifice no bread for nobody. The best fight for him, if he's not going to stay at 47, would be to fight either the winner of Thurman and Zoo, take that belt, or maybe even fight Jermell Charlo.
He don't have no belts though.
Oh, he don't have no belt. Who all the belts?
They stripped him naked.
Oh, okay. He got no belt with them go.
I didn't even know that. I know they took the WBO, and I heard them thinking about taking the WBC. I didn't know they took the rest of the belts.
I think he's stripped butt naked right now.
He could be, man. After that damn showing in that ring, you go up there.
I'm a fanboy of what, Randall? Who am I a fanboy of? I knew you was going to be a matter of time before I see your goofy ass.
That's your boy right there, Randall.
He's a goofy. He said Stevenson just needs the opportunity to show the world that his greatness.
He had the opportunity.
I'm from East Harlem. What does that got to do with anything? What does that got to do with anything?
He had the opportunity to show the world his greatness if he would have just took the 25% instead of trying to get extra money.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that what
would have did it too?
Isn't that what his purse split is? Isn't that I don't know the actual numbers on it. Isn't it 7? What is it? 70.
It's actually 30.
No, it's 70-30 for the WBC.
70-30?
Yeah,
70-30?
it was a 5% difference.
Okay.
And that depending on how much that fight sell, that 5% difference could be a big difference. But like I said, he had the opportunity to show the world his greatness because he could have just took the 25% and became undisputed champion if he would have won. He wouldn't have been
that what Devin did? When he took part Cambosis, I'm not saying exact numbers, but those numbers was fucking like way spread apart.
But the difference between Devin is Devin got a flat fee. This was on pay-per-view. So if you're getting 25% and that pay-per-view, say that pay-per-view does big numbers, you're not walking away with no $2 million. You do big numbers, you probably walking away somewhere between $7 and $10 million.
And he didn't want to fight.
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, he was trying to get more money, and I'm not knocking him for that, trying to get more money. But at the same token, Devin Haney didn't need him. He was already undisputed. He didn't need Shakur Stevenson. He can go up and be a 2-division champion, which that's what he did. He moved up and became a 2-division champion. He didn't need Shakur Stevenson. Now, like I said, I'm not knocking Shakur for trying to get more money, but you went to get more money and you end up getting out of an opportunity of becoming undisputed.
And not only that, he caught, like I said on the other show, he could have caught Devin Haney at his most vulnerable time where he was bigger than the weight.
And he even said it out his own mouth. What? Devin gonna fight me at 35. He gonna be drained.
Hey, Prize.
Yo.
Check that link out right there that I popped up in there. It explains all of that stuff about how much each of them got and everything.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, but, I mean, like I said, he had the opportunity. It was there. He chose to
He definitely had the opportunity. And I wish he would have took it, too, because I don't believe that Devin was going to fight at 135 again anyway.
Right. And see, that's the thing. If you would have took that 25%,
exactly.
Either you would have had an opportunity. I mean, you would have had an opportunity to fight for undisputed, and probably had a great opportunity to fight for undisputed because we all know that Devin was draining himself to stay at 135.
Yeah.
And not only that,
if Devin was just out there trying to show everybody he gave you an offer, and you took that 25%, and Devin didn't go through with the fight, now we could label Devin as a duck instead of everybody labeling you as a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shakur
That's
made
what he
some
messed up.
bad. That
That's
was a
exactly.
bad business decisions. I don't know why. That's probably his team, Prince, Jay Prince, and them telling him, "Oh hell no." Instead of saying, "You know what, man, you're gonna go whoop him because he's gonna be drained. Take the little 25%, whoop his ass. Then in the rematch, if there is a rematch, we're gonna demand this." He
Yeah,
didn't
I mean,
gamble on. He didn't gamble on himself, bro. He did
yeah,
not gamble on himself. He didn't.
I don't know who. I mean, we know that Jay Prince is his manager, but me being his manager, I'd have been like, dog, take the 25%.
Whoop him.
He's weight drained. You have the best opportunity to beat him right now. You let him go to 140 and he get acclimated at that weight division, and you come up to 140. You got to get acclimated. He's already acclimated at that weight division.
Mm-hmm.
You have your best opportunity catching him when he's weight drained. He's not going to be as strong. He's not going to be as quick. He's not going to have as much endurance. So fight him at 135. Take the 25%.
No, that's an absolute fact.
That's why people calling him a duck, Thomas, because he should have took it was everything in his favor, bro. He would have had one fight to become undisputed. Go ahead, read the comment.
No, he said 25% is not enough to make that fight. It's
Who
not.
said that?
That's what James Toney say. 25% was enough to make Floyd versus Oscar.
I don't know if he was asking the question. He might have been asking the question. He said 25%. Was that enough to make the fight?
Was that enough? It was, like I said, it was enough to make Floyd versus Oscar.
You now, corny it too. Wasn't,
it wasn't.
Oh, that's a goofy.
It wasn't a 25% that that Floyd got offered. Floyd actually got offered a flat fee, but it equaled out to roughly about 25. I think it was like 25 or 27%. But it was enough for Floyd. So, yeah, that was enough to make that fight because Floyd versus Oscar was a bigger fight. And Floyd didn't get 25%. He got a flat fee.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was like $5 million.
Yeah.
He got a flat fee.
I mean, that was pretty much a slave deal he took too with Oscar. Floyd just wanted to. He gambled on himself.
PBC is not broke. If PBC was broke, why would why would Canelo Alvarez be coming back to the PBC if they were broke?
No, Ash won't see because James Toney is a clown, so he clowns say clown shit. Why you ain't asking if the zone broke? They're the fuck.
I don't care.
No, not you. I'm talking about.
No. What I'm saying is, I don't care if he's trolling because I'm gonna answer the question. No, they're not broke because if they was broke, Canelo wouldn't be coming back to the PBC.
See, but Prize, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like we really, I can't speak for James Toney because I know that's not his real account. I know that's an account that's under his name, but most of the times we as brothers be attacking the PBC when the PBC has since, like you said, D Free, Don King went out, brought boxing back and given us the biggest spectacles, been the only one that's really been doing pay-per-views and making money doing the pay-per-views. Yet the people who are overspending and underselling their fights are the ones who are getting away with it and not catching the scrutiny. But the brother is, and I don't understand why that is the case. I don't understand why we as a people love to tear our own people down and believe people who have lied, steal, cheated, manipulate. I mean, we talking about people who took livestock and killed them off or poisoned them so that they could get to the people who fed off of them, who used them to till the land and things like that. It's crazy.
Let me respond to this comment right here. He said 25% was a low offer for Shakur.
and he think that Oscar was cheated in that fight with Floyd. Oscar was the A side. Oscar was the champion. Oscar was the gold medalist. Oscar was the money man at that time. Why would they want to cheat the money man? Why would they want to cheat the daggone gold medalist? Y'all got to remember, at that time, that's when Floyd had just paid his way to get out of the deal with Top Rank. They didn't like Floyd at that time. They want nothing to do with Floyd. They're not going to cheat for Floyd. They would cheat against Floyd.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Floyd, then he said he thought Oscar won. I don't know what fight you was watching. Clearly, you just started watching boxing.
And you said that was a low offer. You got to remember, Shakur Stevenson wasn't the mandatory when that offer was made. He petitioned to become the mandatory. So, no, that wasn't a low offer. He wasn't the mandatory. He petitioned to become the mandatory. So that offer was for a voluntary fight for undisputed. A good-ass offer to fight for undisputed. He wasn't the mandatory at the time. He petitioned to become the mandatory.
And when you place it in context, he only had one fight at the division.
Yeah.
It's a dang good offer for you to take it if you're going to get everything in one fell swoop and you know you can beat him. Like you say, you know you can beat him, then you take that offer. And you make him see if he really wants to fight by showing up and entertaining that offer. But, I mean, it was a missed opportunity for sure by Shakur. I thought that he should have taken it. And I thought that, he should have put the pressure on Dev to see if he really wanted to fight one more fight at 35 where it wasn't beneficial.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Listening to Rick Glaser, somebody who's been saying PBC going broke since what, 2015?
For a decade.
Since like 2015, he's been saying PBC going broke. Do you understand? How can the PBC be going broke when the PBC wasn't paying for the fights?
Right.
The PBC doesn't pay for the fights. Y'all gotta understand that. That's why when y'all listen to people that don't know what the hell they talking about, PBC was not paying for the fight. Showtime paid for the fights.
And Brandon,
Showtime paid for the fights. The network is who paid for the fights. The network put the fights on, not PBC. PBC is just a platform that they fight on. The network is the one that paid for those fights. They say, okay, this fight we believe is worth this amount of money. We're going to put this up for the fight. They put that money up for the fight. Or they say, look, we're offering this fighter this amount for this fight. The network does that, not PBC. They don't pay for the fight. No, PBC is not going broke.
And see, the networks, another thing about that, the networks are run by people that don't look like us, that don't like us coming up and don't like us to sit at the table with them. And
do you understand why Rick Glaser have so much animosity towards Al Heyman and the PBC? It's because he got fired by Al Heyman. He don't like Al Heyman and the PBC. He got fired.
And there's only one monkey that lets him up on his channel every time he turn around. Oh, Rick Glaser. And then the people that in there are so delusional. It's only one monkey that let that nigga up on and give him a platform to speak. Because other than that, nobody give a fuck about what that nigga talk about, bro. Because that nigga is a clown. He's been saying PBC been going out of business for 10 years.
That man been caught him.
Y'all talking about Devin Haney?
No,
James Tony talking about Rick Glaser. But James,
we don't talk about brothers like that.
My bad.
Rick Glaser is also the same dude that told us that Canelo big announcement was he was leaving PBC. That wasn't his announcement.
And what's good, Ja? What's up with you, my boy?
It was good, Prize. What's good, family? Yo,
I mean, Jay, you know that nigga James Tony?
James Tony?
Not the fighter. The dude that's in the chat.
You want here to quit?
Goofy nigga in the chat.
Nah, I don't know that man.
Now you know who that dude is. I bet you it's that King G man or Gary. That's who he is coming up underneath.
He said, Assalamu alaikum, so Salam, bro. I don't know him.
You talking about King?
Yeah,
I'm
King,
saying, what y'all talking about?
yeah, him. Exactly, D.
King, what's the king? King who?
King,
Oh, he
he's a
said he's
dude
Dominican.
that worked for Rick Glazer.
Yeah, he
He
on
don't work
payroll.
for Rick Glazer, but everything he talks about is stuff that Rick Glazer says, and he comes to Fanon's platform and want to cause confusion. Fanon puts him in his place every single time because the nigga don't know what the hell he's talking about. And then every time he get caught out there in a lie, he was like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I gotta go. Every single time.
Yeah,
But hey, come on up then, partner. You know, we always love for you
the
to
link
join.
the link is in the chat, A1, if you want to jump up. Yeah. That nigga Rick Glazer, he's not credible to me. He not on the level of like he not even on L Dub's level.
Hey,
You know
I'm
what
gonna tell you
I'm saying?
like
That nigga is goofy.
This is how I think about Rick Glazer. Remember how BVO was saying you can't listen to what BF say about Devin Haney because he spent the night at Devin Haney's house or whatever, which I don't know if he spent the night. I know he was at his house. I don't know if he spent the night. But Devin, he's close to Devin Haney's family or whatever. And BVO said you can't believe what BF say about that, even though I understand if you talk about an opinion, but facts are different. The same way BVO said that about BF is the same way I feel about Rick Glazer. I cannot believe nothing Rick Glazer say out of his mouth because he has animosity towards Al Heyman because he got fired.
Oh my God. Hear ye. Yeah, that nigga Rick Glazer is a goofy freak.
My bad,
I don't give a damn
you good?
what he reports. I don't care what he tweets. I don't even have a Twitter.
Well, the man Rick Glazer lied about how he get his pay-per-view. First, he said he get his pay-per-view from the people. They email him. Everybody emails him who bought the pay-per-view. I've never emailed Rick Glazer a day in my life. I don't even know his email address. So, and I buy a lot of pay-per-views. He ain't get an email from me. But then he came out and said, "Oh, he got somebody in the industry. They tell him what the pay-per-view numbers are."
Yeah,
nigga, you a damn lie.
He just makes up lies. Every time he come on that Monkey Man show, he make up a bunch of fucking lies. I can't stand Rick Glazer, bro. He's not credible at all to me. He's just another nigga in the chat like Random or other goofy ass nigga James Tony. He got the same amount of credibility as them niggas to me. So Rick Glazer, you know, there's people that like to take what he say and really run with that shit, bro. And he can't do no wrong. The Monkey Man have him on the channel all the time. You know.
That nigga Rick Glazer ain't nothing but a goddamn matchmaker. That's all he is. He's a matchmaker.
He ain't shit, man. That nigga ain't nobody, man.
I take Rick Glazer's opinion or his advice as much as I take my grandson's opinion and advice, and he's 3.
Right. Know what I mean?
Damn, I might sound crazy, but wait, but who's Rick again?
Exactly. A nobody. Nobody you even need to go look up, John. He's just a random goofy running around boxing, lying on the PBC. He been saying PBC been broke for 10 years, and them niggas is still putting out the best card. So, and then I didn't even know, like what Free said, Al Heyman fired his dumb ass. And now he's pissed off because, and then he goes on the Monkey Man channel and he says all these lies, and then he has a platform where tons of people be there because he does have a lot of people in his chat.
Right. He came out and told everybody because manager Marty had him up there for a debate, and manager Marty was like, "Why? What's the history between you and Al Heyman?" And he said, "Well, I used to work for PBC, and Al Heyman wanted me to do something, and I didn't do it, and so he fired me."
Yeah,
and ever
I
since
wouldn't be
then,
surprised, Random, if damn BVO want to interview Rick Glazer. I'm not gonna watch. I don't.
Yeah,
BVO
wanted it. I told BVO, I said, "Dog, if you have him up here, it ain't gonna go good. It ain't gonna go good at all. Because if I'm on the platform and Rick Glazer show up,
I'm not holding back no goddamn questions. It ain't
Nope.
gonna go good.
Nope.
Cause I know
He had to do that one by himself, Free.
Yeah, he
He
will have to.
He had to do it because he can't have a nigga like you, or he especially can't have me up there. The first thing I'm gonna ask him is, why you always over there on that monkey channel? You know,
I'm
it's a
not
bunch
even
of
worried
fucking
about. I'm
apes
not
over
even
there.
worried about it. I'm not even worried about who channel you doing. I'm gonna be like, why you always lying? That's what I'm gonna ask. Why you always lying? You've been caught in multiple lies over and over again.
For somebody, A1 called a nigga Rick Glizzy.
I mean, for me to feel liable like that, for me, like how y'all is explaining it, then but why we even for me giving him attention on the podcast?
Somebody in the chat said something about him, and that kind of set me off, and then that other brothers came behind me. But yeah, moving right along. I don't want to make no more segment about no fucking Rick Glazer. He's a goofy.
Rick Glazer. What's up, though, John? What's good with you, man?
Oh man, family, I'm feeling good, feeling great, but he ain't getting better. Say I've been in the gym training, but may have a fight come May or June.
Oh, you got a fight coming in May?
I may have it, but if my hand get 100% healed, saying by next month I should be good. Now, but then if not, I still gotta wait.
It's gonna be in the city,
I've been in the
John.
gym. Yeah, if it's gonna be in Brooklyn.
That's what's up. What happened to your hand?
You know,
Pop
stuff.
knuckle?
You know what I'm saying? But I caught with some nerve damage. I struck a digital nerve, and my index finger kind of messed up. But from with due time, it's gonna get better.
For sure, you doing that chiropractic?
Nah, for me, I'm just been taking it day by day. I'm putting a lot of A&D ointment for me, but I'm taking the right vitamins. You know, I've just been giving it a lot of rest. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah,
what's
no
up.
doubt. Yeah,
Man,
well, when your fight come up, make sure you let us know. I'll slide.
definitely.
You know,
He says,
I'm
I don't
only a
like
couple hours for you.
Free, you don't like Rick Glazer?
Oh
What
no,
did he
of
do
course.
wrong? He lied. That's what he did wrong. He lied. And
The liar.
he don't like black people. He lied and he don't like black people.
He said he lied. He don't like
Only
black.
black person he like is that monkey channel that he go on. That's the only fucking black
The
nigga.
only reason why he like him is because they both don't like PBC.
Right. And they monkeys and apes.
Yeah, Rick Glazer on one, man. You know, and if it's a brother that's over there downplaying or down talking on another brother, though, that's uncalled for. Especially
I'm
to people.
sure. Oh shit,
No,
my
go
bad.
ahead, John. Your floor.
So I'm sure that y'all already talked about this early in the podcast, but tell me about how y'all feel about some of the Ryan Garcia going on, saying talking about
No,
saying
you
that
tell
they
us
held
how
them.
you tell us how you feel about it.
Yeah, I would really love to hear how you feel about
Yeah,
that.
how you feel
How I
about this
feel
nigga, Ryan? This nigga's a
Yeah, because
goofy.
you a boxer,
For Ryan,
so we would love to hear how you feel about that.
saying but Ryan Garcia, but my eyes, his mind is just not in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like 100% of him is not there. You know what I'm saying? I would say good with 25, same with 30%. But he need to take a break, get off social media and get his life together. Because for me, what he doing in the public is no good. It's not good for his brand. It's not good for the kids. It's not good. It's same for anybody that really look up to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just not good for the sport of boxing, period. You feel me? So he just need to take a break, but throw away his phone and go get his life together. You know what I'm
Nigga need
saying?
to stay
Because
off the
like,
internet, man.
yeah, for me, because at first, like, you would have saying some type of pity, but now it's like, yo, bro, what's your true intentions with all this? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you see his latest meltdown with Andrew Tate on them spaces?
yeah, if he got in there saying, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you ever need help, you know what I'm saying? I know some people, stuff like that. Man, Ryan just need to get off social media. For me, that's not good. But he got a fight coming up on April 20th. For me, in my city, and for me, he bullshit.
A1. Yeah, them niggas is the same nigga probably. Random and James Tony. They probably the same niggas. You tie one out and the other one come running back in. So you probably right.
Yo, Random.
He's talking about something
I think it's a
BVO
good
black.
fight if it could happen. I think that
From like with
definitely.
me,
My bad.
BVO's not black.
Go ahead, John.
Like the BVO is
it's saying like,
Mexican. He's not black. He's Mexican.
He
and
Mexican.
saying like with me, but seeing with all this, you feel me? I gotta say that, but Devin is gonna stop Ryan in the 8th. 7th, 8th, or 9th round. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
going
But I
on,
don't see
Judah
it with a
Ben?
fight, but going with the
Judah
distance.
Ben, what up, my boy?
You feel me? But I
Go
see a
ahead.
knockout happening on stoppage.
What and Ryan and Devin?
Yup. You feel me? But
I
Ryan,
see
feel
a
me?
late
They
one.
gonna, yeah. Facts, but Devin gonna stop him, bro. Feel
If
me? But I
it,
already see it.
if they fight, I think Devin stops him late.
I think Devin makes him quit.
Damn.
I don't think Devin stops him. I think Devin makes him quit. That's what I
Like he
think.
just not gonna get off his stool and shit.
I'm telling you,
I ain't coming out there.
he gonna look like Oliver McCall.
You
What's his
think he'll
name?
have
Yeah,
another
Oliver
breakdown?
McCall. He gonna quit and probably start crying in the ring. I'm telling
Nervous
you.
breakdown?
Yo, that's the worst part too, because for me, but out of all but the four, for me, but the horsemen, for me, but I would say, but the four horsemen, but that same division, Ryan, he got the most potential out of all of them. For me, but out of Tank, Dev, you know what I'm saying, but Frank, like he have the most potential, but it's like he not trying to reach it, bro. Like he is not trying to reach it.
He looked like he on a crash course. He like
You say he had
spiraling.
you said
Nose
Ryan had the
diving.
most potential as of what?
For me, but out of all, for me, all same other fighters in his weight class, Tank, Devin, but Shakur, he got the most potential out of all of them.
I could see him he has the potential of being a bigger star. I don't know about far as like a boxer. I think he has the potential of being a bigger star because he has that Oscar De La Hoya type vibe. He can
Right.
he appeal to all types of ethnic groups.
Yeah, he
So
definitely.
he got that Oscar De La Hoya vibe. He could be. I could see him being a bigger star than all of them outside of maybe Tank. He might even be may even could be bigger than Tank.
Yeah, of course.
I think he could be bigger to take if he put it
He
together
could
in
be
the
bigger
ring.
than all of them, bro.
And I know I agree with Josh said as far as like what he possessed in his toolkit too, man. He got attributes that if he could sharpen them bad boys, it'd make him super dangerous. That's why when I was gonna answer I thought I was texting it, but I guess I didn't text it. But I was gonna tell Random that I think it's a good fight if Ryan can make it to the fight and he can make it healthy. Because I think they both have the skill set to take advantage of the other one's tendencies that happen to be bad tendencies.
Ryan got the worst tendency with the head up in the air. He keeps his chin straight up in
That is
the air.
terrible tendencies. He would have to work on that. But the overreaching and the off balance by Dev, it puts him right in harm's way with that left hook, and that left hook is trigger quick. It's like a snake striking that quick.
Hey, BVO, you are absolutely right. Ryan is king of mental patience. Yeah, he is absolutely the king.
But Judah Ben, man, we got the link in the chat, baby. You ain't got a text. You can click that bad boy and get up here and we can talk about it.
Man.
But I ain't really, I'm loving what we getting out of Ja, man. Ja over here talking his mind.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's every but once in a blue moon.
See, the problem with Ryan is he only has one tool in his tool bag. Like everybody else, they got a tool bag. They got a whole thing full of tools. Ryan got a tool bag, and all they got is a screwdriver in there. And he try to use the screwdriver.
Absolutely.
He try to use the screwdriver on the nails. He try to use the screwdriver on the saw as a saw. He try to use the screwdriver as every tool, but it only works for screws.
And he got one of them cheap
You
ass
was
Chinese
100% right.
Chinese
100%
screwdriver.
right.
Well,
100%
that's the
right.
thing.
Because for me, but everything always would come back for me, but to that left hook. If you throw a right hand, it's gonna be right back to the left hook. If you throw a jab, it's gonna come back to the left hook. You know what I'm saying? You throw an uppercut, which he really throws, is gonna come right back with the left hook. So
You don't think that he works the body well though? I think he does a good job on the body. He could do a better job.
He works the body when it's urgent to work the body. But you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
With him, same aside his calm state, he's not going down to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like
facts.
No, I don't think. See that's the thing. Like Devin is from that Floyd Mayweather's gym. Same way Tank is from that Floyd Mayweather gym. And what Floyd taught those guys when they was younger is how to take away your best attribute. And we saw that with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. Ryan's best attribute was that left hook. He could not hit Tank Davis with that left hook. Tank took it away from him. All he had was the right hand, and he don't know how to use it. Now Derrick James is training him how to use the right hand, but it's going to take more than just one fight to do it. He's still going to go right back to that left hook because that's his best shot. That's his best shot.
I was gonna say, and I know it's not the same opponent, but I thought he actually used that right a lot better in that Duarte fight. Now I know that that's not the same opponent that he's gonna see in Devin, and Devin don't fight nothing like Duarte.
Right.
But
yeah, that's what I say. He's working on it, but it's gonna take more than just one fight. It's gonna take more than one fight because
he can't afford to let Ryan control the fight like Prograis did. Because if he does do that, then it's gonna be a long night for his ass.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, when a person is so used to doing something a certain way for so long, it takes a while to break them out of that.
Facts.
It takes them a while to break out of that. We see that with a lot of fighters that get with a new trainer and they try to teach them something new. They're going to revert back to what they know better. They're going to, because that's muscle memory. Their muscle memory is going to be what they always been taught. So yeah, he can learn something new, but it's going to take a while before he learns it.
Absolutely. And then them, even though they matched up about 6 times better than amateurs, you know what I'm saying? Me watching them tapes and them little clips, and then me watching them from in the current time now, but they have the same fighting style. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, for me, you can't teach an old dog with new tricks. And Ryan, he's starting to get for me, but that same with Thomas on where he can't really learn but nothing new. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep doing well, but he
is what he is.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna get no better than what he is, bro. He still, and no matter what, he still got his chin straight up. He has not corrected that yet, and Devin Haney gonna punish him for it.
Then
what's going
on? But the worst
Judah?
part about it too, is that when Derrick James, same as in his corner, but is he gonna listen to Derrick James? You know what I'm saying? Like
that's what happened with Duarte, because if he didn't, he would have got out of there. Duarte would have got him up out of there.
I mean, he listened to a certain extent because
you think so?
To a certain extent, because he still was doing his own thing. Because Derrick James kept saying, "What the fuck you doing? You not Floyd Mayweather. Why you keep doing that shit? Stop doing it. I didn't teach you that. Stop doing it." And he kept doing it. He kept doing that broken shoulder roll.
You know you're not on one of your burner accounts. You know you type in with your actual name. You know that, right? I didn't even say shit when I'm a hater.
Yeah,
hey,
that was Ja that was speaking the whole time. BVO. That wasn't Prize Fighter.
Yeah, Ja was over here kicking that knowledge.
Yeah, so that lets me know that I'm with the homie A1. Them MarkyDon, them burner accounts is definitely BVO. Definitely BVO.
That nigga D put you on blast.
You blew your shit tonight. Shout out
calling
DD.
your ass king.
You actually broken shoulder roll.
Hey, what's up with you, Judah Ben?
I'm chilling, Kings. What's going on with y'all?
What's going on, man?
Good. What's going on, brother?
Good boxing talk with Prize.
Exactly.
D Free, you and the man Ja.
Shit, I know I'm late as hell, but I know y'all probably touched on the whole Ryan Garcia situation.
Go ahead. Get right.
Y'all think you think this nigga's trolling, man? Cause look, this is one thing I keep seeing repetitive from his ass is he'll do a mountain full of trolling and then he'll say, "Oh yeah, tune in April 20th." Man, damn, being in New York, and then he'll do some more dumb shit, and then oh yeah, don't forget to tune in April 20th.
Hey, GD, I just said that a minute ago. I just said that. I think he's gonna pull Oliver McCall. I said that a minute ago.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, that'd be a bad look if you did that. See, the thing with me, man, I mean, it's so much at stake on the line with this fight, bro. This is a potential crash course with Tank again for him, and potentially the first time with Dev. So I don't know why you would cluck this up, man. I don't know why this. Like the only thing you could do to F this up was be out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? So like for that, I don't know. I don't know.
I know you're like it's real hard to tell at this point. Like it's like
Yeah,
at first you could kind of see like yeah his ass just trolling, but now it's like I don't know.
Like I was saying to the fellas when we first started the show, what he came out with and said they kidnapped him and they forced him to watch them violate a child. No, that's a federal offense. Why are you not going to the police with this? That's why I said all of that stuff is a lie. But at the same token, for you to think of something like that, you have a
Exactly.
mental
Yeah.
problem. You
yeah,
have a
what's
mental
going on?
problem
Yeah.
for you to think of something like that.
Yeah. Because you don't play around with no kids
Yeah, that's not
on
something you play
on
around
no
with.
level.
So that stuff right there. I can't see it, but him having mental issues, whether it's on the level of he's not mentally stable or he's just trying to play mind games. It's still he has a mental issue because you
Right.
thought of that whole lie. You thought of that. Nobody put that in your head or none of that. You thought of that on your own. For you to think of something like that, you got mental problems. I'm not gonna sit here and make up a lie and involve a child getting violated. I'm not gonna make
Well,
that shit up.
But yo, then he turned around and said he was violated when he was 2.
yeah,
Yeah, now that really looks bad on his family, bro. Like it's starting to spiral right now.
yeah. He crashing
And
out,
I ain't
bro.
talking about the time that you catch for touchdowns, dog. This make you freaky over here.
This nigga crashing out. Ryan
Yeah,
is
he turning with
crashing
this
out.
whole boxing thing finna even to like a drama show, finna be like his beloved hip hop or something, bro. Like
For
this is
real.
boxing, bro. Like we shouldn't
Yeah,
be dealing with none of this, bro.
Right.
BBO said, what we think about Ford calling out Foster. I like it. I like it. I mean, he said he's going to probably move up to 130 because it was too hard for him to make 126. So, I mean, he's the champion. So he needs to call out the champion in the next weight class. I like it. I think Foster beats him, but I like the fight.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
Like the
yeah.
fight.
Oshaki
Like
wins
that'd be
that.
a
I
good
think
scrap.
Oshaki wins that too.
Yo,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yo, Raymond Ford is unpredictable a little bit.
Yeah, I
Raymond
mean,
Ford,
he's good. He's
Like he
good.
got that sneaky power. Like he that and that left uppercut, that left hook, that shit is dangerous.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
showed.
just
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
No, no, no,
Ford, like,
no, no,
oh shit.
no. Go
Ford,
ahead,
like
y'all. Go
for me,
ahead.
but how Ford fight, you feel me? You gotta force him to really but bite down and get gritty. And when he was fighting for me
Mm-hmm.
in his last fight, the only time I really been seen him bite down and throw punches, since when but the next man throw, and he loved that right hook to the body, then same the right hook, same right back on top, or same the right uppercut. I see him as being a little bit beatable, you know what I'm saying? And with somebody like Foster, for me, who's more of a season, for me, I would have Foster but taking that for me on points.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the fight, but see the thing is, when I'm looking at Ford and I'm looking at Foster, and I saw what this dude did to Ford in this fight, he's not half the boxer as Oshaki Foster. Now
And yeah, and see, yep,
Oshaki Foster don't have the power that the guy have, but
exactly.
he's a better boxer. And Oshaki Foster has great defense. He doesn't get hit with a lot of shots. He get hit with some shots, but he don't get hit with a lot of shots. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ford is going to be able to outbox Oshaki Foster. Now, I don't think Oshaki Foster is going to go out there and knock Ford out. Now, he very well may. We saw him pull out a knockout in that other fight, and he had to, or he was going to get cheated. So, I mean, he very well may be able to knock him out, but I think Oshaki Foster will beat him on points because he's a better
Yeah,
boxer.
yeah.
Right.
Now for
Mm-hmm.
me,
100%.
oh no, Prize, you ain't went yet. You ain't went.
Nah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
letting them. Nah. I'm letting the brothers cook it. I'm all good.
Okay. So for me, first thing is like I really respect the call out. I really respect the call out because that's
Yep,
where I come
exactly.
from. I come from the time where you have a fight, they show up and then they get in the ring and call you out. They talk, they go
Mm-hmm.
right after the presser and be like, yo, you know, you had a great fight. You know, I'm happy you was in there doing your thing, and I would love the opportunity to see how me and you line it up and see what we can produce up in that ring. So I appreciate that. I mean, the only thing that I don't like about it, I also know that Foster was complaining about weight too, and that he potentially was going to move up. So you know, I don't know how much more competitive Foster can be at that weight that Ford is trying to jump up to. That being said, you know, there's also other folks there that they can fight to try to unify. I think it would be a bigger fight if they can collect the belts and then unify. But I like the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Now that being said, I don't like how Mickey Fricky in red writing with white letters can call out questions instead of popping his butt up on his panel and talking with it. But that's a good fight.
If Oshaki does decide to move up, I want him to go straight at Stevenson. You're the WBC champion. He's the WBC champion. First in line to be the mandatory. I want you to go straight at him if you move up. Don't take no acclimated fights or none of that. Go straight at Stevenson. You've been wanting that fight for like 2-3 years now. Go right at him.
Yo, Badi. 100% agree.
Yo, another fight.
Stevenson in the fire.
Another fight I would love to see Oshaki get at 135 is my nigga Cheese, Murataya.
Yeah, that's a good fight too, but he's not a champion. I want him, if you're going to give up your belt at 130, go fight the next champion at 135.
Yeah, I want him to get right back at it. I want him to get right back in the title fight, the next fight, if you move up.
Yeah,
I don't want to see Oshaki having a fight.
And they got some history too. Him and Stevenson got history anyway.
Yeah, they do. I don't want him to do a Shakur Stevenson, lose his belt on the scale, and then you got to work your way back into title contention. Because Oshaki Foster, unlike Stevenson, he don't have the name recognition like that. So it's going to take a minute for him to get into a title contention. But being him as the champion now, he could move right up and become a mandatory for that
right
champion.
away. Then Oshaki got to. Didn't he say? I think I saw an interview when he was like, he got to see how he feel at this weight, in his next fight, and that'll determine if he stays or goes. So
I mean, it very well may, because he's having. It's not like he almost missed the weight on the scale. He had to strip down, but he still was able to make the weight. We see that.
Who got lucky, BVO? Who got lucky? Who got lucky? I know you ain't talking about Ford.
You talking about Oshaki? I will say Oshaki got lucky in that fight in Mexico. He did get lucky because if he didn't get that knockout, he was going to lose. Even though
you thought he was losing the fight though. Did you? I'm asking you just generally.
I didn't think he was losing the fight. The judges had him losing the fight.
I'm about to say them judges.
I had him winning by 2 rounds.
Okay.
And they had him. They have him down by 2 or 3 rounds, didn't they?
No,
one person didn't even give him a round.
No, they had one. Yeah, one judge never gave him a round. Never gave him no round.
I remember that.
Even the round that the dude got dropped and the judge didn't give him the round.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that guy should be suspended and investigated.
Yeah. He wasn't losing nothing. He was losing because the judges were trying to rob him. He wasn't losing that fight at all.
No, BBO's talking about. He's talking about Ford. He said Ford. He was losing. It was
Ford.
Yeah, he definitely
was.
He definitely was down. I had him down in that fight myself.
Oh, you talking about Ford was got lucky? Oh yeah, Ford definitely got lucky.
That's not lucky. That's just wanting it more than your opponent and going out and finishing the job.
Ford was fortunate. I won't say he was lucky. He was fortunate because he took matters into his own hands, and you can't never leave it into the judge's hands. But I mean, what he was doing in those my bad.
It was Ford. It was Ford finishing the fight, and it was the other guy had a lapse in the defense.
Go ahead,
That's what it came down to. Ford went out there and finished the fight, and the other guy had a lapse in defense.
Yep.
Because if that guy didn't get caught with that shot, Ford would have lost. Because I think it was like 17 seconds left. It was like either 7 or 17. I can't remember which one it was.
It was like 17, and then he dropped him.
Yeah.
And then
So
he
by
had
the,
like 10 seconds to get him up out of there. He
right.
got him
So
up out of there.
if he wouldn't have had that lapse in the defense, Ford would have lost that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ja.
But that just goes to show you how much of a dog Raymond Ford is too.
Yeah,
Yep.
it
Yeah,
does.
no cap. You feel me? But Raymond Forbes, he showed me was something that, you know what I'm saying, we need to see about a lot of these for me fighters coming up. You know what I'm saying? He's showing that he got dog. He's showing that he's coming but to get that win. You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming but to slide by on points. He ain't coming by to feel me but get below brownie points. But he coming to win. So I like that.
Mm-hmm.
He dig down deep late in the fight.
And you know what? That's another thing. Oshaki has that too. Because we saw
Yep.
Oshaki
Facts.
pull out that knockout in the last round as well.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
even
Man.
though we all had Oshaki winning, and I'm almost certain his corner thought he was winning the fight too. Nobody knew that the judges had him losing.
Yeah.
So for him to go out there and say, you know what, I'm not gonna leave it to the judges. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this fight. That's a dog. Because most guys was like, man, I got this fight won. I'm just gonna cruise this last round and make sure he doesn't land nothing big on me. He was like, nah, I gotta end this. Because and that goes to show you, never take your foot off the gas. Because if he would have took his foot off the gas, he would have lost that fight. If he took his foot off the gas, he would have lost.
Nah, you absolutely correct, man. I thought that
So look, right now they just popped
and
up
that
on
was a
my
great
Instagram.
matchup as well.
Real quick, hold on, real quick, Josh. Adrian Broner is going live with Bill Haney right now.
Oh shit.
On
Yeah,
Instagram.
yo, like they've been going back and forth all day.
On
You see what
Instagram.
Adrian Broner said about Bill Haney when he posted that that post with him and Alicia Baumgartner? He was like, "Why you fucking with?" He said, "Get with a real trainer." He said, "If you want to give it a real trainer, holler at me."
That's what
That's
Bill
crazy.
said.
That's what that Broner said to Bill.
Yeah, they live right now on Instagram. BVO,
Oh
pull that
shit.
up. Pull that
I,
up on IG, BVO.
I
Adrian
wanted
Broner.
to ask all of you guys, man. I mean, because
Go ahead.
I know I pretty much got D. I think it was D who said what I'm thinking right now, man. Because I know there was contention about the way Ford fought the fight. You know, it was unlike the way he normally fights, and that's one thing I want to highlight. I mean, the fact that he can make an adjustment to do something outside of his character to get the fight to swing into his balance, that should be commended. But what did each of you guys see in that fight? And did you think that he made the proper adjustment to make the fight? Because
Oh yes.
from like what
Hell
I've
yeah.
seen for me, but I just seen for me, he had but a mindset of for me, but going out there and performing. You feel me? Be like for me, he was thinking about no, for me, nah, but I ain't gonna look cute here, but nah, for me, I'm coming here to fight and dog this man out. And for me, but I seen that from round one, but around you feel me, sent to the final round. So yeah, you feel me? He had the right mindset for me. He just wanted to come and show up. You feel me? But he did that. Yeah, I like that.
I think it had a lot to do with his corner, because not one time did I hear his corner lie to him. I didn't hear him lie to him not one time, because even in that last round they said you got to knock him out. You got to knock him out, and that's what he went out there. It's when your corner tells you the truth, you have more respect for them than them they lied to you. Because if they lied to you and you realize these motherfuckers just lied to me, you go back and watch the fight and you be like, man, I know they had to see this shit. So it's better for them to tell you the truth, because if you go back and you watch the fight and you see that they were just lying to you, you're like, man, why do I even have them as my cornerman? They lied to me the whole fucking fight. So
But see, that's why I fuck with Coach Anthony. That's why I fuck with Coach Anthony.
That's why I think that's the major part of him making adjustments, because they didn't lie to him. They said this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Every time he came back, they said, okay, that was a good round. You need to do this now. He's vulnerable to this. You need to do this. And when he had a bad round, they told him, hey, you got to stop doing this. He's catching you every time you do it. You got to stop doing that. Do this. And so when you got a corner that's going to tell you the truth and be 100% honest with you and don't care about your feelings and don't try to be just yes men, everything you doing right, a la motherfucking
Tio Senior, then you're gonna get those type of results because
What
your fighter gonna come out there and he's gonna produce because you telling them what they need to do, and they have the trust of you telling them what they're doing is correct. They're gonna go out there and perform it. If you telling them what to do is wrong, when you get them into a fight and you tell them the right shit to do, don't expect them to do it. You've been telling them to do the shit wrong the whole time. Now all of a sudden you tell him what to do right. Now you wonder why he wasn't listening to you because all the stuff you told him before was a lie.
Easy route. This is a easy route, Spence, and shout out to you, bro. This is a boxing channel. We don't give a fuck about no Meek Mill rumors, dog. I can care less about that shit.
That nigga moving just like BVO moving, bro. I hear what D and you guys been saying about that now. But hey, you said you F with Coach Anthony. You because you from Jersey. You really know Coach Anthony, huh?
For me?
Yeah, you Judy.
No. Like I just like he just always seemed solid to me. Like because I used to watch some of his coaching tutorials on YouTube and shit.
Okay, that's what's
Word. Okay.
I'll be remiss, man, if I didn't acknowledge that the other side, Kovalov or whatever, Kosmatov, whatever his name was, he was getting some sound advisement too in his corner, man. They both corners was giving them the good stuff, and you know, for the most part, they carried it out. It just was in that last round, I think. My man punched himself out earlier on in the round, and then he just got hit with a couple of ooh-wops, and my man gave up the ghost.
Yeah, my nigga Troy Oz did his thing too.
But
the link is in the chat, Solomon. If you want to get up here, we're gonna end this in about 15, 20.
So the reason why I asked that question is because I don't know if it was here or on another channel, but I believe it was here, and I believe it was the my good brother Mr. Respectfully himself, Doug Rightside, was saying he thought that he made the fight more difficult than it had to be, and he was winning the fight when he was on the back foot. Now I strongly disagree. I think that when he was on his back foot, it was allowing that Kazakhstan fighter to get real comfortable and dictate and hit him with the cleaner, more effective punches. And you know, once he made the transition to stalking, once they told him, man, you know, F this, go at him, throw punches. When you throwing punches, he can't F with you.
Exactly.
He kept stressing that. He stressed that.
I mean, when he was on his front foot was the rounds that he won. The rounds that he lost was him on the back foot.
Exactly. And I think like Josh said, you know, he went from a point to where he not trying to be cute. He trying to put on a show and get effective, you know, damage done while doing so, man. I mean, I thought that, you know, it was monumental because that's not the Raymond Ford I'm used to seeing. That's not the Raymond Ford I'm used to seeing, but that's the Raymond Ford he needed to be to pull that victory off, man. I mean, he dug deep.
Exactly. And that's what I was.
I think it had something to do with the opponent too. The reason why you saw a different Raymond Ford because this guy was a power puncher. I mean, he had 12 wins. 11 of them was by knockout.
For sure.
He was a power puncher. So you're gonna see a fighter do something that they normally don't do because they got to be more cautious about something else. Especially when you in there with a power puncher, you got to be more cautious by his strong hand because you know he is a power puncher. It ain't like he's not a power puncher. You ain't say, oh, he ain't really knocked nobody out. That's a made up resume. No, he's really a power puncher. So when you know a guy really a power puncher, you're gonna tend to fight a little bit different than you normally would because you don't want to get caught by something.
Because he really made Raymond Ford work for that.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely. It was a
100%.
great fight. It was a great fight. Like
but that was needed, feel me, but from all prospects. You know what I'm saying? Like every prospect needed to watch that. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's gonna set the bar now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
I agree with you.
I mean that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see from your fighter. You want your fighter, and that's all fight. I don't care if they've been in the game for 10 years or they just now getting in the game. You want your fighter to finish it.
on their own. You don't want a fighter to go out there and leave it in the judge's hand. I mean, every fighter is told to finish them. When you get an opportunity to finish it, finish it. Don't leave it up to the judges, because we already see multiple times these judges see things that normal people don't look at.
Exactly.
Normal things that we say,
And they
hey,
judge shit that we don't normally judge either.
right. Like they judge a person because he was coming forward. Well, was he
Exactly.
effective coming forward? Was he
Exactly.
effective? Because yeah, he was coming forward, but he wasn't effective.
He wasn't
So I'm not
effective.
judging him coming forward. I'm judging him whether he was effective coming forward, because it's called effective aggression, not just aggression.
Right.
So I mean, you don't know what the judges are looking at. So when you get an opportunity to finish that fight, you finish it, and that's what Raymond Ford did. He got the opportunity to finish it, and he finished it. He finished it big time.
I mean, like, because I'm pretty sure all of you know, because you guys all been to fights before, man. You can tell that the vantage point that they're sitting at, they're looking up. That's not a good angle for you to get a good view of what's going on, especially when you're at sides. I think that they really need to revisit the position.
I said that, Thomas. I said they need to be locked in, not locked in, but they need to be in separate rooms watching the shit on TV, watching the replays and everything. They're watching it down. Like, I've sat behind where the judges is, and it's, you kind of, like you say, you are looking up, you know, and then you got to look between the ropes, and this is all kind of shit going on. I would say lock their ass in the room, put the TV on, let them watch the fight on TV with no sound. There's no audio to it. You just watching the fight, and then
just like
Yo,
the
peace to the
NFL.
gods, man. I can't believe y'all niggas trying to say I got burner accounts. Y'all niggas was corny.
Yeah, them niggas.
No,
Hey,
BVO, ever since we said that, those burner accounts went away. We haven't seen them in the chat.
The homie A1 clapped one of them shits, and then the other one pulled up. And then your ass talking about some prizes. A hater, you forgot. Clearly,
I said, the reason I said you a hater is because since day one, you've been going against Ryan, bro. I keep trying to tell you,
he
man.
hasn't done shit.
Hold on. Remember this, bro. God gave David Goliath, bro. I keep trying to tell you this. You niggas ever been to church?
No, I've been to church probably. I've probably been to church more times than most of us up here. I've been in the church my whole life. That has nothing to do with Ryan. David or Goliath.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be like Lazarus. He's gonna be hoping he gets risen from the
dead. Damn.
Oh man.
Hey, but you know the funny thing is, man. Like I tell my brother Free, man. Ryan, I was relieved to know he was just trolling, because I was nervous for him, man. I thought maybe something was wrong with him, man.
He was not trolling.
Because for a second, I thought he was a straight jacket, man. I really did. But I ask y'all guys this, man. What you guys think about in a way fighting this guy Neary instead of moving up? Was you scared of Figueroa?
No, for me, he just, you know what I'm saying, but kicking off with some dust off him. You know what I'm saying, for me just staying active, for me to get that fight and just in there move up. Yeah. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah, he'll probably end up hurting Neary too.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed in a way that he didn't have enough to step to Figueroa, man. That would be impressive. You know, because
why would he be scared of Brandon Figueroa? He wouldn't be fighting Brandon Figueroa.
Why you say that?
Because he's the undisputed champion. You think he's gonna give up his golden ticket to fight somebody who's not a champion? No, he's going straight for the champion. The same way he did when he moved up from 118. He went straight for Cool Boy. They're not going they're not going to 126 to fight somebody who ain't got no damn belt. That's pointless.
He the best at 126 though.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Who's better than him?
Every champion.
Oh, okay.
Name one champion that would lose to Brandon Figueroa.
That dude that beat Robisi wouldn't beat Figueroa, man.
That's a lie. He'll beat him.
Because you gotta remember, he was Rob versus Cool Boy.
Nah, dog. He wasn't Rob versus Cool Boy. That was a great fight, but he wasn't robbed by him. Nah.
Tommy, come on, Tom.
If you're Rob, and the man said, "Okay, you believe you was wrong? We can have a rematch." You said, "Okay, let's take it."
He didn't take the
Now,
rematch. He went to Japan. He ran to Japan and stole that money from
that
Inoue.
means you
No,
wasn't robbed. That means you wasn't robbed.
no, but Cool Boy said he could run it back. Cool Boy said we run it back.
But then he ran to Japan.
No, your boy won. He moved
Your
up.
man ran out of the division.
Yeah,
The
he
same
moved
way
the
Tio
weight,
did.
Free. Free
The
couldn't
same
make the
way
weight.
Tio did. When Tio said I was robbed and Cam Bolton said, "Well, let's run it back," Tio said, "No, I'm gonna go to 140." The same way he did it.
You know
The
what?
same way he did it.
This the thing that y'all do, man. Y'all talk crazy about people like Tio, but y'all praise Devin Haney. Devin Haney
No,
ain't beat nobody.
Just the other day, you just
But
said your perception of Devin Haney changes from show to show. One day you for the Haney, next day he ain't fought nobody. So it's
Haney
kind
never
of
fought
hard.
nobody.
no.
Haney
Okay.
He
didn't
fought the
fight
same.
Tio. Hold on. Haney didn't fight Tio to. He didn't fight Loma to Tio already beat him to death. He fighting
No.
Ryan after Tank already knocked him out.
Was
He only
that
fight people when they lose. Who's
was that
has
by
ever smashed?
was that by Devin's choice or was that by Loma's choice?
This is the thing you missing.
No.
Devin,
Answer the question. Was that by Devin's
listen,
choice or
listen,
Loma's
listen,
choice?
listen.
Question.
Devin is not a big draw, man. He's the new version
The
of Paulo
question
Malignaggi, bro. He's not a big draw.
was that by Devin's choice or was that by Loma's choice?
They made Loma the franchise champion.
Was that by Devin's choice or was that by
You're
Loma's
not
choice?
listening, Free. They
No,
made
you're not
him.
You're
answering
He
the
not
fought for
question.
answering the
undisputed.
question
Answer
though,
the
BVO.
question.
I answered the question. He fought for undisputed.
That by Devin's choice or was that by Loma's choice?
I would say it's by
Answers.
Mauricio
It's either
Superman's choice.
Devin's choice or it's Loma's choice. That's the only two answers you can give me. I don't care about all the other explanations you give. I want the two answers that you can give me. Devin's choice or Loma's choice. So whose choice was it?
It was Devin's choice.
No, it wasn't. Because Devin was the daggone Intercontinental Champion. I mean, the intern championship. And Loma chose to take the daggone franchise championship
Man
so
should
he
turn
wouldn't
into
have to fight
WWE.
Devin.
Dropped the belt. He surrendered
No.
the
That's
belt to
the
Devin
thing.
Haney.
That's the thing.
Surrendered the WBC
No,
belt to
he
Devin
wanted to
Haney.
fight for undisputed versus Tio. Because
No,
Tio
do you understand? Hold on. Listen,
What up,
BBO.
Bookie?
I'm gonna break it down for you. Because you said he wanted to fight Tio. Listen, last time I checked, qualification trumps mandatory. He did not have to take a franchise championship to fight Tio. He could have just went ahead and fought Tio. He took the franchise championship so he would not have to fight mandatory.
listen, Free. I can't beat you at yelling. You're a hell of a yeller. All I can tell you is this. We seen Teofimo Lopez beat Loma to death. After he beat him to death, man, he was undisputed. And then we heard people try to say he wasn't undisputed. So we didn't have this conversation a million times. I was just on a big channel today, and they just confirmed what I've been saying, man. Teal's undisputed, man. So, and y'all don't give him no respect for being undisputed, but you want to give Devin Haney all this love. Devin Haney ain't done nothing, man, but fight Mexicans like Tank. That's all he's done.
Facts.
He was undisputed.
100%. I agree.
That's all he's done. He hasn't fought anybody of note.
Devin spent the whole 2 years in Mexico.
I mean, Devin Haney is
all
the
of them
biggest
did.
fraud. No,
That's what
Devin Haney is a fraud, Free. You won't call
that's
what you
what
see.
all
He's
of
a
them
fraud.
did. That's what
He's
all
a
of them
fraud,
did.
Free.
And
Free,
then
he's a
too,
fraud.
Regis was the first Negro he fought.
And that wasn't
Which
even no
is
Negro. That was a slow-footed, heavy-handed Mexican. That's all that
That was an
was.
easy matchup for him.
It wasn't
That
the
was an
first.
easy
It wasn't the
matchup for
first
Devin.
black person that he fought. It wasn't the
No, it
first one
wasn't
that
the
he fought.
first, but I don't even think Regis is black. He might as well have been a Mexican. He got in there and got beat to death.
No, do you realize all of them have fought nothing but Mexicans?
Hold on,
All
not
of them.
Tio. No, not Tio.
Yes, he has.
Not Tio.
Go look at his resume. He got a lot of Mexicans on his resume. Go look at it.
But he got a lot of big-time wins on his resume, too.
So do Devin Haney. So do Tank
Name one of
Davis.
Devin's biggest wins. You can't name one. The Lomachenko fight
His
don't
biggest
count.
win was
He
Loma
lost.
and Regis Prograde.
Who is Regis Prograde? Hold on, please. Who the hell is Regis Prograde?
and also Cambosos was one of his biggest wins.
George Cambozo, the split decision king. Couple Free, you reaching, man.
One that beat Tio.
You reaching. Hold on. Free. Tio's esophagus almost exploded, so that don't even count.
Cambosis. Because of Cambosis.
This thing
And
is
D
okay.
Free. That's why I felt too. Dev should have fought Tio instead of Loma, because Tio beat Loma.
And
Tio
see, you know,
did
and
not
see,
want to
Judah, you
fight
gonna
him.
keep it real. You gonna keep it real.
He
Tio
couldn't
didn't want to
fight.
Devin
fight
never
him.
wanted that fight. Y'all seen Tio check this nigga and said, "You don't want to do it. You don't
Hold
want
on.
to
Man,
do it."
it's time to
Whoa,
go.
you
It's time
saying
to
Hold
he
go,
on.
didn't want to
gang.
fight with
Time to
BBO.
go.
Tio?
BBO. You have your facts on it? 'Cause I'm about to burn your ass up. Because I'm about to
Hold on,
burn
hold on,
your
hold on,
ass
hold
up.
on. Free. You don't want to do this,
Shit.
man. I do this
No,
more than
you
this.
don't want to do it.
I'll
You
cook
don't
your
want to
ass
do it.
right
You really?
now.
No, you will
Free.
not. You would
I
never
will cook
cook
your
me.
ass right now.
Let's get
Me
it.
if
You don't
I
want to
gave
do
you a
it.
frying pan and a flame, you couldn't
Let's
cook
get
me.
You know we're
ready to
gonna have if we get in the frying pan
rumble.
and a flame, we having some Puerto Rican food. We
Tio was
having
the
some Puerto
one.
Rican food.
Tio was the one that said, "Okay, now that I beat Loma, I'm gonna fight Devin because Loma didn't want to fight him." And then when Devin tried to fight Tio, he said, "Well, I'm gonna send a contract to Cambosis, and I'm gonna send a contract to Devin Haney because we gonna see who signed the contract first." Bob Earl came out and said, "Tio can't send a contract to nobody. He don't send nothing to nobody." Then we got video of Tio saying, "I'm gonna fight Cambosis." Because see what Devin don't know is they're not about to make him champion. I'm about to get the champion, and I'm gonna drop all the belts. That's why they took the fight from me because they knew I was gonna drop all the belts.
So
Didn't
let me
want
say,
it,
let me give you a rebuttal
nigga.
because
You can't
let me,
fuck with me in
hold on,
this.
let me give you a
Tio didn't
rebuttal.
want it.
Let me give you a rebuttal because I
Yo,
can't
bro,
scream
this
with you.
shit.
I can't beat you in screaming. You're the best screamer that I know. But this thing I'm gonna tell you, as my brother, I love you. But this the thing. You gotta remember when Tio was trying to fight Devin, Devin would price himself out. Devin told me
Yeah.
he want $5-6 million to fight Tio and all this other bullshit.
Okay,
And
okay.
when you seen him live on his own podcast when he was when they said, "Is anything gonna happen to you, Devin?" No, no, no. Devin had his security guards talking about, "Oh, right behind Tio's back, talking about, oh, you ain't gonna do ish and all that." Devin is nothing but a hater. He hate on
Okay.
everybody black. He hate on Tank. He hate on Tio. Anybody with a name. Anybody
Now,
with a name, Devin Haney got something to say about. Whether it
are
was
you done or
Loma.
you finished? Are you done or you
Oh
finished?
no, let me finish. I didn't interrupt you. Don't interrupt the black man.
I'm gonna
So
ask
this is
you,
what
was
I'm
you done or
saying.
you finished? I'm gonna let you continue.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished.
I said I'm gonna let you
Listen.
continue. Go ahead.
This the thing you missing. The thing about the black guy you trying to defend, Devin Haney is a known hater and a liar. His dad's a liar. All he's done is lie and try to cheat people out of stuff and manipulate the media. The
Yo,
media,
I was just cooking on Bill a second ago.
and this is the thing you got to remember. Bill Haney is such a freaking liar. Bill, like I said before about Bill Haney will steal your cell phone to help you look for it. That's a grimy dude right there. The thing that you missing, the thing that you missing about Tio is Tio
Oh
can't
man.
have a word contest. All Tio want to do is take the best fights. And Devin Haney priced himself out. We all know that Tio had a little scheme with Campos that didn't work. And that's what happened. That's why he didn't fight. But go ahead, man.
Okay, now you said Devin Haney priced himself out. Last time I checked, it was Tio that was in the hallway where Eddie Hearn said, "I want 10 million for this fight." Last time I checked, it was Tio Senior that said, "We want 20 million for this fight." Last time I checked, Devin Haney is his own promoter. Devin Haney pays the bag. How can you price yourself out if he's paying the bag? You can't price yourself out if you're paying the bag. You only price yourself out if you're asking for the bag. Tio is the only one that asked for the fight. Money. He asked for $10 million. He asked for $20 million. So you never made $10 million in your life. How you asking somebody for $10 million for a fight? If you never made $20 million in your career, how you asking for somebody for $20 million for the fight? Every time Devin Haney wins, the money goes up. Now he probably won 30 to fight Devin Haney now. He probably won 30. Next time they offer him to fight, he gonna say, "I want 30 for the fight." This man keeps upping the price every time they ask him for the fight. But you keep saying, "Oh, Devin Haney priced himself out." But Devin Haney never mentioned money, not one time when it came to Tio. It was Tio that was always mentioning money. So how you get Devin Haney pricing himself out? Show me where you got Devin Haney asking for $5 million, $10 million for the fight. I bet you can't pull it up. Okay. I got 5,000 that you cannot pull it up. That Devin Haney said he wanted 5 million or 10 million for a Tio fight. I got 5,000 that you cannot pull it up.
You
Well,
finished?
I don't know. He might pull up some Rick Glaser shit.
Are you finished?
So we don't know.
And you know what? I'll tell you this. I don't like everything Rick Glacier say. At the end of the day, he's like a woman scorn. But some of the stuff Rick Glacier do got some good information. But you can't listen to what he said about Al because he's a woman scorn. He got fired from the best job of his life because he didn't know how to shut up. But I'll say this real quick. When we keep having this conversation with Tio has done nothing but fight the best. Tio doesn't talk about nobody. Tio don't use nobody's name for nothing. Every time I hear
What?
about this punk Devin Haney, he got Tank name in his mouth. It's almost like Tank Davis got like a kick me sign on his back. It's a picture of Devin Haney he can't get off. Because every time Devin got a fight or if Devin go to the bathroom, I'm looking for Tank Davis in the bathroom. It's like it's ridiculous how much these guys. And let me ask you another question, Free. Why do we know Devin Haney?
Oh shit!
Free, why do we know Devin Haney? Free, why do we know who Devin Haney is?
I'm waiting for you to finish. I'm waiting for
Oh,
you to
you
finish.
answer one question, Free.
I'm waiting for you
Free,
to finish so I can
Oh
rebuttal.
Free,
shit.
Free.
When you
Why do we
finish,
know Free?
when you finish,
Free.
then
Why do
I
we know
answer your
Devin?
question.
Oh
Can I ask you a
shit.
question? What? Hey, I ask anybody in the crowd. Why do we know
When you
Devin Haney,
finish, then
y'all?
I answer it. When you finish,
Why do we know
then I
Devin Haney,
answer it.
y'all? Any of y'all tell me why we know who Devin Haney is?
I've been watching Devin Haney since he been like
Mayweather.
sparring videos and
What did you
like
see?
I've
What
been
did you see
watching.
him at first?
I
Mayweather.
saw him on YouTube.
What you said it again, John?
Nah, it was me. I said Mayweather.
That's the only reason why you know Devin Haney is because of Floyd fucking Mayweather. Excuse my language. At the end of the day, and what is Bill constantly done? Talk crazy about Floyd Mayweather. And let's not forget, this is the same punk that pushed Floyd Mayweather Sr. out of the trainer spot just to hop himself in. All Devin and Bill do is lie, use trainers. Like they try to use trainers and take what they want to, take what they can from them, and then he want to get back in there. I seen Devin Haney go one of my favorite fighters, Gary Russell Jr., who was at fucking 130, 126. Devin at what, 135? Talking about, oh, I'll fight you, Gary Russell. All he do was hate and try to tear down brothers, man. That dude's a piece of garbage, man. I've been telling you this. You
This
heard
the
it here
last
first.
show. He was your
All
favorite
right,
fighter.
you're
He
done.
never was my favorite fighter. Go
You're
ahead.
done or you finished? You done or
I'm
you
done.
finished? You done and you finished. You done and you finished.
I'm done.
Because once again, like I told y'all, he wasn't going to take that bet because he ain't got no proof that Devin Haney asked for $5 million or $10 million. That's why he never even addressed that.
It's Lynn.
That's
I can't
first
bet
off.
you it's Lynn.
That's
It's Lynn.
first
I
off.
can't
He
bet you
didn't.
doing Lynn.
I didn't cut you off.
Oh, go ahead.
That's first off. He didn't address that because he ain't got no proof of that. But I got all the proof about what Tio said, what Tio asked for. I got all the proof. It's all over YouTube what Tio asked for. Second of all, when it comes to Gary Russell and Devin Haney, you don't know your facts, so I wouldn't speak on it if I was you, because the facts are that they was actually trying to fight before that whole thing came out about Bud Crawford and Gary Russell. They was actually working behind the scenes of trying to make it a fight. That's why Devin Haney said, you know what, I give you that 1.5 for the fight. So you don't know nothing about that. So I wouldn't speak on it unless you knew about it. I know about it because that's my family. So I already know about it. So you
Not
can't
to
even talk on that.
mention Brother Batman and R.I.P. him. He was in an
You can't
interview.
even talk about
He
it.
was saying to Gary, man, you got to take the fight. The people gonna think you this, and the people gonna think you that. Even Batman wanted him to take that.
So you can't talk on that because you don't even know the facts about that. You
Make
thought
God
that
accused
Devin
Batman.
Haney just jumped in there and he just put himself in that business. No, they was already talking about that before that happened. They was already talking about making a fight. So Devin said, I give you the 1.5 for the fight. But nevertheless, he goes from Devin Haney never wanted to fight Tio to Devin Haney only be talking about Tank Davis. I thought the daggone debate was about Tio fighting Devin Haney. Devin Haney didn't want to fight Tio. I thought that's what the debate was. But since he can't win that, he wanted to switch it over to Tank Davis and Devin Haney. So we'll go to Tank Davis and Devin Haney. There, Devin Haney talks about Tank Davis. Tank Davis talks about Devin Haney when he's asked the question. But the reason why they're tied together is because the same way Bud and Earl was tied together. They're always going to be tied together until they fight. They're going to be tied together. The same way Floyd and Manny was tied together. They always going to be tied together until they fight.
That's what it is. The same way Sugar Ray Leonard was tied to Tommy Hitman Hearn. The same way Sugar Ray Leonard was tied to Hagler. They always going to be tied together until they fight. That's what it is. Yeah, they was talking
But
about,
Philly,
and the
but I
main
think
reason why they was tied together is because they both was brought up through Floyd Mayweather. That's why they're tied together. That's why he always talk about Tank Davis, because he feel like he's better than Tank Davis. That's why he talks about Tank Davis. He feel like he's better than him. So he wants to fight him to prove to everybody he's better than Tank Davis. What a fighter's supposed to do. They supposed to go out there and prove that they're better than who everybody else think is better. You can go ahead, but I know you done and finished.
Listen,
to be honest,
this to put a cherry on top, because I just old my man, the great Free, man. I just old him, but I'm gonna finish it up with this. At the end of the day, say what you want. Let's ask who got a better resume. It's Teofimo Lopez. Who fought Josh Taylor? Who fought a guy that Josh Taylor beat to death the second half of that fight and want us to give him all this credit for? This the same Devin Haney who beat Regis Prograde, who barely beat Zerillo. The dude's name's like a doggone porn star. Zerillo? He barely beat Zerillo, dude. So you want to tell me he's a fight, man? At the end of the day, man, we know a fact. The only fight to make it 140 is Devin versus Tio, and we still have, even after Devin won, we still ain't heard nothing about him fighting him. Who did Tio just fight? Jermaine Taylor, not no bum like Regis. He fought Jermaine Taylor. At the end of the day, it's been proven.
Jermaine Ortiz.
Oh, sorry, Jermaine Ortiz. I'm thinking about Jermaine Taylor for some reason, but Jermaine Ortiz. All I can tell you is this, man. It's been proven fact that this guy, Devin Haney, is afraid of Tio, man. He do everything but say let's fight. It's been that way for the last couple years, man. We know for a fact that once Tio beats him to death, I don't want to hear no more about Devin Haney. And that's why we hoping that Ryan Garcia ends this clown, and so we can move on from this whole Devin Haney, who is lying dad, and he's a liar. And you hear all this crap about, oh, I'm a good guy. He try to use his religion as some type of, shield or whatever. At the end of the day, man, the dude, at the end of the day, man, Devin Haney is a piece of shit who's scared of Teofimo Lopez. And I'm done.
No, who the hell was the one that said, you know what, I'm retired. I fought Josh Taylor, they only gave me $1 million, I'm retired. When they heard Devin Haney was moving to 140. And then when Devin Haney came to 140, Tio was retired. So Devin Haney said, well, since he retired, let me go fight the next best person. And which was daggone Regis Prograde, the WBC champion. He fought Regis Prograde, beat him. And then Tio want to come out of retirement and fight Jermaine Ortiz. Conveniently, after Devin Haney already had signed to fight Regis Prograde, he conveniently come out of retirement to fight Jermaine Ortiz. When he could have just came out and said, hey, Devin, you moving to 130, 140? I'm right here. I'm the WBO champion. You can fight me. You undisputed. No, he didn't do that. That man retired. But you say that Devin is scared to fight Tio, when Devin already then ran down on Tio multiple times. Tio was the one sitting there telling us, what about the meeting with Bob? And they said, we had the meeting with Bob. It had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with you. Man, get this clown up out here. He ain't funny no more.
He said, BVO, we know how you really feel.
Yeah, they got ugly in there.
I say this, man. The funny thing about it, and salute to my brother Free, man. We all know Free's a world-class debater. I don't expect to beat this nigga, man. But I'm going to come in, hit him in the stomach a few times. You've seen him throwing up a little bit from the body shots. But it's all good, man. At the end of the day, man, I'm excited about what we're seeing in boxing. We got Oshaki Foster at 140. We seen Ford pull off a buzzer beater miracle. And on top of that, we getting Bivol versus Beterbiev, or as my man Free said, Beterbiev. We getting a lot of big fights, man, and I'm excited about it. And on top of that, think about this. We got Ryan versus Devin Haney. So for all those who keep saying boxing is dead or boxing is going somewhere, I don't know where that's coming from.
Not to mention, BB, I don't know if you heard, but it looks like it's going to be Tank Davis in Houston June 1st or June 15th, and David Benavidez is the co-main.
Yeah, double header. I heard about that.
That's going to be retarded. That's retarded.
A hell of a card. And you know what's so funny?
And for all the motherfuckers talking about PBC is dead, and they talk about Canelo wasn't going back to PBC. Look what happened.
You know what's funny?
He ran his
Canelo
ass back
crawled
over there so
again.
fast. I've never seen somebody
Exactly.
switch
Yep.
companies that
But
damn
hey,
fast.
Free, I don't know if
Yeah.
you remember. Didn't I
Exactly.
tell you I had just seen
But
that they
PBC
had?
broke though.
But hey,
Yeah.
Free, I remember how I just was telling you that Canelo was in Cleveland like 2 weeks ago at the doggone deli. I told you he was here. I don't even know. You know what's funny? I don't even know why we even listen to the news, man, because it's nothing but lies, bro. I had just seen Canelo, no joke. We had all just seen it was like all over social media at Sliman's Deli in Cleveland. Everybody know that's Al Heyman's favorite place. A nigga go in there, rent it out, and eat soup. So why in the world is a world class cat like Canelo in Cleveland? Only because Al Heyman. And I put like this, man. The whole PBC is broke thing. I am so tired of people being in the chat and the comments saying that, bro. If
Nah,
Don't
but you
they
know
forget
what's
about
weird,
the
BVO?
don't
You
forget
know what's
about some of
weird
the
though?
monkey
what's that?
channels.
What's weird is like PBC was the best thing smoking when they was talking about Arrow though. Now when we get on the subject of Tank and all this shit, PBC going broke. The same niggas who was riding with Arrow, they were saying, yeah, PBC, Al Heyman this, Al Heyman that. PBC got the most money. And then when it's about Tank, y'all, yeah, PBC stock going down. They like the double standards.
It's
Yeah, but I'm
crazy,
telling
bro.
you that.
Double standards is crazy.
Hey, Tommy, let me ask you this, man. I know you was talking about like Martin, like Martin was some brother against brother. We don't have nothing. But let me
Yeah.
ask you this, man. Do you think that there's a real disdain for Al Heyman and his company?
Oh, big time. Big time. And it's perpetuated
Exactly.
by the propaganda that they push, and they get us to proliferate that stuff amongst all the airwaves that you can put it through media outlet and access, so that it's constantly heaped upon his head that he is bad for boxing. He is what's taking boxing and making it no longer what it used to be, and that he is going broke and whatnot. When you keep seeing him constantly being just think about it, that these other companies are funneling their people to Saudi so that they can have big fights made and they can get their money that they're accustomed to getting, and these fighters can get paid. Al doing that right here on home soil.
Mm-hmm.
Right
You know
here
what's
on home
funny?
soil,
They
not
gave
taking no
Deontay
L.
Wilder $5 million, Tommy. Did you know that?
You said what?
They gave Deontay Wilder $5 million, man.
For that fight?
Yeah.
I guess they didn't like the fact that he didn't show up then, man. But I heard a lot of people didn't really get paid up in there. I think only the certain folks got bread up in there. And
I
the
think
people
him
who,
and
See, and
AJ
that's why
was really
Tank
getting
ain't going
paid.
to no fucking Saudi Arabia. Tank like fuck y'all. He like, I'm not going to no fucking Saudi Arabia. I'm the cash cow in the US.
Judah, let me ask you this, and all of you guys can relate to that, man. You got where you go to get your favorite bite to eat, and that sucker's good every single time. It's consistent every single time. You don't go nowhere to get that meal but there, and you're gonna get that good meal every single time. Would you go if somebody tell you we got something better over here? Would you go over there and get that meal when you're getting the real deal here every
Fuck
single time?
no.
Hey, you already know, Judah like them liver and onions, man. He not about to go nowhere, man. He's staying right there. Eating liver
Exactly.
and onions.
You go where you
But
know.
for somebody to run out and say that
Exactly.
they fight for money, and clearly you're going to make the most money over there. Well, that's not necessarily true, but they got the bags over there. I mean, how much is Joshua getting to fight an MMA crossover fight, bro?
He may
Getting
get
$5 million.
his money. He may get his money. And $5 million,
He's
I
supposed to
don't know.
make. Nah, they said Joshua's supposed to get like 50 mil.
No,
He could
no.
have made
All
that
I
with
know is about his
Wilder
guarantee.
7 years ago.
All I know is his guarantee is $5 million. You know how they do it on the boxing thing, they tell you what his guarantee is $5.
I
And
think that I think I heard 50 million.
him and Francis both are guaranteed $5 million each.
I
That's what
heard
they
Joshua's
guarantee.
getting 50
They may
million
get
and
some of the
Francis is getting.
kickback. But
I
they
heard
got to.
Francis is getting 20, and I heard that Joshua was getting 50, around 50 something.
The
Well,
pay
let
per
me.
view is $15. I don't know where they're gonna get that kind of money from. I
I
don't know.
don't think it's on. It's not on no pay per views on
It
the
is gonna be on
zone.
pay per view. It's gonna be on pay per view for $15.
Well, that's crazy.
So they're gonna have to the venue. They're gonna have to pay for it. Unless it's at the Palace. Then they're gonna have to pay for the vendors that go there. They're gonna have to pay for the airtime. They're gonna have to pay for the flights. They're gonna have to pay for the hotels and everything like that while they're there. These people probably get promised that to come over there to put on a fight, but I think that's why my man
Mm-hmm.
Anderson went and lost his mind after that fight because that Mickey Freaky went home and started cutting up.
Shit. Stop.
So I don't know if it's guaranteed, but what he do know is that his last fight, he got a Mickey Freaky that probably never seen more than 10 million, 30 more, 10, 20 more million. And that was just what he got him. So imagine what he got himself. And you can't offer me nothing less than what I got here and what I've been getting here. See, then that's the thing. Like
Exactly.
I don't like to
AJ
put
said it says AJ will make 50 million to Ngannou's 20 million, not factoring in the pay-per-views.
But see, but AJ weak ass could have made that 7 years ago against Wilder.
But yeah, I know. But I'm talking about right. I'm just talking about that's a fact. I'm talking about the Saudi Arabia is paying that money.
okay. So the last one, what were they supposed to have gotten? What were the fighters supposed to have gotten in that last one?
Who?
Because I heard they were supposed to get paid buku bread, like 20 something million and stuff like that. And he said that Deontay Wilder got 5.
Yeah.
No,
Um,
Deontay Wilder ain't get no fine for the day of reckoning. He got
Well, that's
see,
what that guy Turkey El Sheik
I
on
don't
that
know.
little.
It said Deontay Wilder got 10 million to fight Joseph Parker.
Okay.
Oh, I seen the guarantee was 5. I don't know where the other money came from. See, that's the thing. They tell
no
you what the
Deontay,
guarantee is. I don't know what other money comes from. Then
Deontay Wilder got way more than 5.
Well, it
it's
says he got a guaranteed of 10 plus some back
yeah.
end. So
He
I don't
got
know. It's
I'm
weird when
gonna
you
because
look.
think about these
All right.
fighters' money. But let me ask you this real question. Quick question, John. I know you kind of a little bit of a power puncher. You think your hand ever be the same?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I ain't catch no fractures. You feel me? I ain't break no bones. You feel me? But the damage, feel me, but to the nerves is same healable. Um, for this year, but I should be good.
Have you
I
gone to
would.
any rehab for it?
No, I just been stretching it out. You know, saying on my own. For me, but don't overuse it. Saying, but I still been in the gym, same working on my right. But saying I just make sure about keep my hand, saying relaxed, but I don't overuse it. Or like,
Yeah, I'm
I
only
ain't really
saying that, man,
sweating
because I
too
remember
much.
I messed up my ankle, man. I didn't go to rehab, bro, and it still ain't the same.
Hey, Ja,
Bro.
you gotta. Oh my bad, Ja. Go ahead,
Go,
man.
go ahead.
Huh? Nah, sure.
Now I was gonna ask you if you got a nutritionist or anything like that.
Oh nah. No, but shit, but I cook with my food and
You
saying I
know
just
somebody that's good with herbs and things like that? Because I was about to ask you about to check out this extract. It's Gotu Cola, and it's supposed to be real good with repairing nerves. Gotu
wait,
Cola.
cola, that's COLA or
No, it's J. I mean, I'm tripping. GOTU, and then KOLA. Cola like KOLA and GOTU. Gotu
oh
type it
Cola.
in. Type it in the chat.
Yeah, let me do that. I'll do that.
Type it in
And
the
you
chat.
know, and I've heard of that too, man. That's supposed to be one of them things, man, to be like a, holistic
Yeah,
repair.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if you can get bergamot where you at, but maybe I think maybe that and Corpus Christi. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
no,
Mm-hmm.
I never heard of it.
Corpus Christi is it's like a it's like a herb that you eat. It tastes like shit, but it heals you, man. You know, cause God
Yo,
got
my
all that.
sister,
Go ahead.
my sister might know something about that. She a certified herbalist.
Oh, there you go.
She be
We
she
got
be like,
Jesus.
if I like if I'm ever sick or like I tell her something going on, she be like, oh yeah, try this, and that shit worked like in an instant.
Yeah.
well, check on
Sometimes
Yo, hello, y'all can hear me?
sometimes depending on what it is, it might take a minute, but that shit get that
Yo.
shit right out. But like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
All
all right.
I would say though, man, is look online, look on YouTube,
so
and see about a rehab that you can work on and do consistently, man. Because one thing about rehab, man,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta do it. I mean, to be honest, look at Earl Spence, man. You can see what happened to him. His legs are gone. You don't want
Yeah.
to. You too young, man. You ain't made enough money just yet to be not all the way. So I would say, man, get on them herbs, and like you said, keep resting it. Because I'm telling you, man, one thing I know about Ja, if he can keep niggas in front of him, he gonna be dangerous. He gonna be dangerous. Only thing I want my man Ja to do is stop getting hit first before he start fighting. That's it. As soon as they hit him, he want to tear somebody's head off. But hey, I'm gonna ask everybody this before we get out of here, man. Is Roy Jones Jr. the GOAT?
Dumbass question. That's what you came up with.
No, the reason I say that because I think he should be in that GOAT conversation. I don't feel like he get enough credit from going from 154 to heavyweight.
Well, he's one of my goals. He's definitely one of my favorite pound for pound fighters because I grew up off of Roy, in my younger ages, and he don't get the credit in BVO because he fought way too longer than he was supposed to. He got some brutal knockouts on his record, and so people look at that and just run with that. But overall, he's definitely a great fighter. He's definitely one of the best ever to me.
I mean,
I think anytime we talk about Roy, we should talk about James Toney as well. Because there was only two for me that could really do what they did, and that's them.
Yeah,
that's
Tony was a savage to go up there and fight that Samuel Peter guy. That was savage. That was a big motherfucker, that Samuel Peter.
No, that just shows you how great that nigga Roy Jones was, because he made it look easy against Tony, and Tony is the shiznit.
And Tony also made it look easy as well. He made it look very easy, more easier than Roy, I would say, because Tony, he never would jump back. You never seen him dancing, doing none. He would stay in the pocket, make you miss effortlessly, and then make you pay viciously, bro.
Make you pay vicious.
Yeah,
he beat that. Well, he beat Evander, man. Even though Evander was 105 years old, that was one of my favorite fighters, man. My favorite fighter. He beat Holyfield to death, man.
He did. He really did. He hurt me.
I like how Tony whooped on John Ruiz. That was a good ass fight.
Man, that was so boring, man.
But that's what I'm saying. He beat on a lot of people very easily, dog. Very easily.
I like how Roy Jones whooped on John Louise.
Yeah, Roy whooped his ass.
And BVO Lampley, since you like Lampley, he was calling it. Remember in that fight in the first round, and John Ruiz hit Roy, and Roy hit that nigga back. Jim Lampley, and they're fighting. He couldn't believe it was a fight. You remember that shit? Go listen to the audio.
Like when you sit here and talk about the GOAT, I wouldn't say he's the GOAT. I would say he was the GOAT of his era, because it was so many fighters in the sport of boxing. Like the sport of boxing goes back to before our parents was alive. So it's so many boxers. Like Roy Jones in his prime, arguably one of the best fighters to ever grace a boxing glove. So his era, yeah. But if you was in the era when you saw Muhammad Ali fight, you'd be like, Roy Jones couldn't fuck with no Muhammad Ali. If you in the era of Floyd Mayweather, who didn't really get a chance to see Roy Jones until later in his career, you'd be like, man, Roy Jones couldn't fuck with Floyd Mayweather. It depends on what era you in. I mean, even in the era with Mike Tyson, you'd be like, man, Floyd ain't fucking with no goddamn Mike Tyson. I mean, Roy ain't fucking with no Mike Tyson. And I mean, I think Roy outboxed Mike Tyson, but I think if Mike Tyson landed a shot on Roy ass going to sleep.
Hey, one other fight he supposed to fight before Tarver knocked him out?
Who?
Yeah, that was the talk. He had supposedly moved up to heavyweight to fight Mike Tyson. He fought John Louise to get acclimated at the division, and then he was supposed to fight Mike Tyson, but then he ended up fighting Antonio Tarver. That was the talk.
I don't know if y'all remember how Roy looked when he fell down. That was so sad.
That was a bad mistake.
Yeah, if he would fall.
But even if you saw Roy when he fought Tyson in that exhibition, that man Roy said, "Man, I ain't faking nothing. My whole body hurt." He like, man, every part of me hurt.
Yeah, but Tyson would have destroyed Roy, bro.
I think he would have knocked him out.
That's a fighting style battle, and you know what I'm saying. But Tyson fighting style, but he relied on technique. Roy, but he relied on athleticism. So for me, if you had to bank that, same and have the technique, but against same athleticism, I'm going with the technique. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's so many fighters. You got the era with Jack Johnson. You got the era with Sonny Liston. You got the era with Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson,
Joe
Floyd
Lewis.
Mayweather, Joe Lewis, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many different eras. Like I would say he's one of the GOATs because there's a GOAT for every era. It's not. I mean, it's almost like basketball. Like everybody say Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but the kids nowadays they say LeBron James is the GOAT because they never watch Michael Jordan play. And even before Michael Jordan was playing, a lot of people said no. Bill Russell was the GOAT. So it all depends on what era you grew up in. Now it's different when it comes to football because football go off of the stats and the championship and you can look and see ain't nobody better than Tom Brady. How you slice it, how you dice it, Tom Brady is the GOAT. And I was a Joe Montana fan. He went to my favorite school, Notre Dame. I was a Joe Montana fan. And I gotta say, man, Tom Brady is the GOAT. I like Joe
give that
Montana.
5 more years, and Patrick Mahomes is gonna take his spot, bro.
Yo, but I kind of put
I'm
Magic.
gonna jump on off of here, bro. It's getting late. I'm gonna holler at y'all brothers.
Yeah, I mean, you can put Magic up there too. Yeah.
Now I was saying, like, I was gonna say, I kind of got him edging Mike. I know Mike had more rings, but like as far as an all around player, couldn't nobody fuck with Magic.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, man. It's kind of hard to label anybody the GOAT because in order for you to be the GOAT, you got to play with the same talented people against the same talented people, and do your thing. Like D said, they played in different eras, and because of such, man, you can't say how they would translate. You can say that, hey, this person can play in any era. LeBron can play in any era. Jordan can play in any era. Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson. The list go on, man. So I don't like to slight nobody by saying who is the best. But if we gonna do a thing to say who is the best, then we got to break down what comprises of the sport. For instance, go ahead.
This is what I will say. The only way I say who the GOAT is when people that play with those players, they say who, or people that play behind those players, and they say, no, Michael Jordan is the GOAT, or LeBron James is the GOAT. I say, okay, I agree with you. You played with those guys. You know who's better. You know who did what. Like when you got Shaq. Shaq played against Michael Jordan. Shaq played against LeBron James. Shaq say, without a doubt, it's Michael Jordan. He played on the team with LeBron James. And he said, without a doubt, it's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And so
Yo, and then you'll have some people.
I take their word as credible more than anybody else.
You'll also have some people that'll put Charles Barkley up there too. Charles Barkley was a motherfucker. He could never win though. He could never win a championship.
Yeah, I don't blame Charles for not winning though. I think the players around him, he had to carry most. Like besides Dan Marley,
exactly.
Dan Marley, he had to carry most of that team.
Yep, exactly. And that's why they could never win a championship. Barkley was pretty much doing all the work.
No, Dan Marley was on that team too. A young Thunder Dan was on that team.
I agree with what Free just said though, man. When your peers talk about you, man, that holds a different level of respect and credence for me, man. I ain't never touched it. I cannot touch the damn court and be productive out there. They will whoop my tail. They're selling me out real quick, fast, and in a hurry. It's like
it's a hardcore LeBron fans that piss me off, Thomas, though. It's a hardcore LeBron fans that piss me off, though, that they say he's way better than Kareem or Jordan. I'm like, what are you guys smoking? Like, LeBron is not at any way. Honestly, he's not even. I like LeBron, but he's not even better than what's his name? Larry Bird, who has
No, you
more
smoked out.
championships
You
than him.
smoked out. No, he didn't. No, he
No,
didn't.
no, 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 no,
LeBron has
no,
more.
no. I know damn well you ain't say he not better than LeBron, Larry Bird.
He way better than Larry Bird.
That's what he said. Free. He said he bet. He
Hey,
ain't
but
bet.
you know
Now,
what?
what I will give Larry Bird is he's a way better shooter than LeBron. But everything else, LeBron got him by a long shot.
No. And this is where we criticize Larry for him not being athletic. It's not his fault. Like he was one of the smartest players ever. I think to me athleticism is a little bit overrated when it comes to a basketball player. I would rather have a smart player who knows where the spot is than a super athletic player that doesn't know where the spot is going to be and stuff like that.
But see the thing is, LeBron is smart and athletic.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, Anthony, let me say this, bro, because I will never talk down to anybody that say Larry Bird is the best player to ever play the game, because I seen him personally stop my team from winning championships on 3 separate occasions. So,
and he's underrated when it comes to trash talking. And Thomas, he's underrated when it comes to trash talking. I've asked multiple people this. Why is it that Larry Bird doesn't get enough respect by even our
Larry Bird played with Kevin McHale. That's why, motherfucker.
Man, it was the Lakers and Celtics. It was the Lakers and Celtics every fucking year.
Yeah,
in terms of his trash talking, everybody talks about
Kevin McHale.
No, I don't care about the trash talking. Larry Bird get respect where respect is due for Larry Bird. Like, see, you can't say Larry Bird is a better down low player than LeBron. You can't say Larry Bird is a better passer than LeBron. You can't say Larry Bird.
Bird was kind of dirty too.
Yeah, you can't say Larry Bird is a better scorer than LeBron.
Larry Bird kind of played dirty too down low.
Only thing you can say Larry Bird did better than LeBron is shoot. That's the only category you can give Larry Bird over LeBron. Everything else, LeBron got over him.
Hey, Larry Bird, I'm not gonna say he better than LeBron, and I'm not gonna make that argument at all. But
but I can have a rational conversation with you though. D Free, the hardcore LeBron fans say Larry Bird is trash. I've heard them say this.
Yeah, that's bananas. Because Larry Bird came up in one of the hardest eras of the NBA.
Yeah, I don't listen. If anybody say Larry Bird is trash, they are discredible. They discredible when it comes to me. They discredible.
Right. And they casuals. They gotta be casuals.
I tell you something else. I would give Larry Bird. I would give Larry Bird over LeBron. Larry Bird to me, my opinion, he has more of a killer instinct than LeBron does. Mm-hmm. I give him that. That's the one thing.
That's why I say he used to play dirty.
That's the one thing that I say LeBron lacked. Killer instinct. Now LeBron can get mad at times on the court and take over.
It's not consistent enough with LeBron.
Exactly. It's not consistent enough. When you're
LeBron be flopping too much.
When you're the best person on the court, you're supposed to take over when you need to take over. That's the thing that I give Mike over LeBron. Everybody said, well, LeBron got more scoring. He did this more than LeBron. Than Michael. He played more years, so he should have. He played more years, so he should have. But when it comes down to it, and the game is on the line, who you think is getting the ball? Mike. Mike might give it up. If you give it up, you better make that shot. 9 times out of 10, that ball is going to be a Mike hand. When it comes to LeBron, I mean, the ball goes to LeBron, but it's not every single time that ball is going to go to LeBron. It goes to LeBron a lot, but it doesn't go like Mike. We knew Mike was getting that last shot. And if he didn't take that last shot, whoever he passed it to, they better make that shot.
Yo, here's a better question. Because it's kind of hard to argue who's the greatest of all time, man. It's all going to be opinion. And this is opinion as well, too. But who's the top?
For me,
who's the top 10? And you don't have to be in order, but your top 10 players in the NBA history.
Could I go first, actually? Mine is Kareem, Michael, Kobe, LeBron, Shaq. Let's see. Reggie Miller.
Oh, that's a dog shit that you got right there.
Okay.
Love me some Reggie. I don't know if he in the top.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah, that's a dog shit that you just named.
I'm going way old school. I'm gonna say Wilt Chamberlain at number 8. Number 9, I have Steph Curry. And the last one is Charles Barkley.
All right, I'm gonna tell you my top 10. My top 10: Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Charles Barkley, John Stockton.
Yeah, y'all named more than 10 than you.
Huh?
Nah, he didn't name more than 10. He named 10.
Oh, he named 10? Oh,
Yeah, I named 10.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
What about
you go ahead, Tom. What's your top 10?
Oh, me? Man. In no particular order, Kareem, Magic, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Bird, Shaq, Akeem, let's see, Will Chamberlain, and Oscar Robinson.
You took one of mine.
I'll give you mine. Mine is pretty simple. Of course, MJ. Number 2 would be LeBron. Number 3 would be Kareem. Number 4 would be the Magic Man. Number 5 for me would have to be Shaquille. Number 6 would definitely have to be Kevin Durant. Number 7, I would have to say Steph Curry. And number 8, did I say Shaquille already?
Yeah.
You did.
Number 8, I would have to say it's always a tough one. I would say maybe I would put Kobe Bryant there. And number 10, because he won 3 championships, man, I gotta say Larry Bird. That's my top 10.
With Kobe specifically, do you think a lot of people give him respect, but there's certain fans that even certain hardcore fans don't give him respect enough because they felt he copied he was basically just a carbon copy of MJ. They don't give him enough respect because they felt he was just copying MJ way too much.
He don't get the respect he deserves, man. And I'm used to it because I already know the thing is, but he said, if you have the players say that, Kobe never falls below 4. He never falls below 4.
Yeah, I mean, you can be a carbon copy of somebody else, but that carbon copy doesn't cause you to make buckets. If that nigga making buckets, that nigga making buckets. I don't care what kind of I could be a carbon copy of Allen Iverson. If I ain't making no goddamn buckets, they're gonna be like, you fake ass Allen Iverson. It don't matter what you are. He got to make the buckets in order to be a carbon copy of Mike. So,
and that's another person who don't get the respect he deserves, man. Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson, though, I got Allen Iverson is definitely in my top 15. He's in my top 15. He ain't in my top 10, but he's in my top 15. That man was only
Iverson
5'11".
barely.
They said 6 foot, but he was 5'11", and that man. Oh my God.
I have someone. Honestly, I have someone who doesn't get because he came at the tail end of Iverson's run. He was drafted in the same draft as LeBron. D Wade doesn't get enough respect because. Do you guys agree D Wade doesn't get a lot of respect because of LeBron being in the same class?
D
Um,
Wade get a bunch of respect, man.
he get respect, but it's the same thing like wrestling Michael Jordan. He get overlooked a lot because of Michael Jordan. It's the same thing with a lot of those guys when Michael Jordan is in the picture because Michael
Mm-hmm.
Jordan was the best player. LeBron James is the best player. So a lot of those guys get overlooked. You got Carmelo Anthony in that situation. You got KD in that situation. There's a lot of
Isaiah
those
Chris
guys.
Thomas.
Bosh.
Isaiah Thomas get over when it comes to Jordan, even though Isaiah Thomas stopped Jordan plenty of times from getting that ring.
Isaiah
Yo, keep
Thomas,
it a bean.
I look at Isaiah Thomas as a little bit before Michael Jordan. I put Isaiah Thomas in the class with Magic because he was there before
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan. So I put him in the class with Magic.
The
So
truest
Isaiah
point
Thomas
guard.
get a little bit overlooked because of Magic, not because of Jordan.
Would you say Rip Hamilton is in the same
Hell no.
Hell
around the
no.
same era?
No,
Uh,
no.
Hell no.
Rich Hamilton is he's in a category with Kobe Bryant and Allen Iverson, but Rich Hamilton wasn't nowhere near those guys. Rich Hamilton was
Mm.
a decent shooter, but that's
A
about
role
it.
player.
He was a role player. He's more so like Ray Allen, but lower level of a Ray Allen.
Yep.
How about Gary?
Gary
Robert Horry was a better role player than Rip Hamilton.
That's a
Jerry
fact.
Stackhouse.
No, he said Robert Ory was better
Robert Horry.
than Rip Hamilton.
Big shot, Rob.
Robert Horry, that he was legitimately a role player. Legitimately a role player.
He was vital.
Yep.
Man. I don't care what nobody said. That man was vital on a lot of championship runs.
Man, Robert Horry was fucking dangerous.
Steve Kerr?
Because Robert Horry.
Steve Kerr was nasty too.
Oh yeah, he was.
Horry
man.
was the
Go ahead,
Horry
Freak.
was, Robert Horry was the ultimate team player. He didn't care if he was the star. He didn't care if he came off the bench. He was the ultimate team player. He gonna do what his job was to do. He was a role player. He knew
Let
what
me
his
ask you
role
this,
was.
Freak. Let me ask you this, because this is a serious question too, man. What do you grade the MVP on? Because it should be the impact you had on the game or brought to the game.
The way I judge MVP,
I'm sorry, not MVP. I'm in Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, yeah. Hall of Fame, it goes from your impact on the game, your impact on your team. If you
transcend the sport too.
If you won championship, you made it to multiple All-Star weekend, you're a Hall of Famer. You're a Hall of Famer. If you as somebody that a lot of people know, but you never won a championship, you never got voted to the All-Star weekend. I think if you make it to the Hall of Fame, you should be like 8th ballot. It should not be no goddamn first ballot.
See, and for me, this is why I like
Charles Barkley. Yeah, he never won no ring, but that nigga was always at the goddamn All-Star game. He should have been a Hall of Famer. He deserved to be a Hall of Famer because of his impact in the game. We all knew Charles Barkley was very undersized to be a power forward, but you would never knew that when you see him on the court. You would think that man was like 6'11". That man was like 6'6", playing power forward.
Would Charles be athletic enough to play the small forward position in today's NBA, or he would be too? He's not really that like.
Man, if Barkley was playing in this era, he'll be getting whistled every time.
No, I'm talking about his offensive skill. I'm talking about specifically his offensive skill.
Oh hell yeah, Barkley one of those players that can play in every era too.
For sure.
Barkley, he wouldn't play small forward. He would be a Draymond Green. He would have to play power forward, but he would be an undersized power forward. He's too big to play small forward, and he's too small to play power forward. So he's going to beat most power forward because he's going to be quicker than them, but he's going to be too slow to play small forward. So
but I'm surprised. I'm surprised none of y'all named Dr. J for y'all top 10.
I love Dr.
J. I like Dr. J. The reason I didn't name Dr. J is because I had Magic. I had Kareem.
Walt Clyde was nasty too.
How about Chocolate Thunder?
He was
a monster.
Del Dawkins. I was gonna name him in my top 10. Him, the Iceman, Gervin.
Name him in your top 10 of all time?
Iceman, I can see a
The
point for
thing
that.
is,
Nigga,
the thing
Iceman.
is, those
Hell
guys,
yeah.
those guys was great players. They was
But
great
they
players. Don't
wasn't
get
special.
Jamal Wilkes was nasty.
well. Dr. J was special. I'm
No,
not gonna say
Dr.
Dr.
J
what
J.
I'm
was
saying,
special.
what
Dr.
I'm
J
saying, I
was
don't mean,
special.
I'm not talking about Dr. J. I'm
Magic,
talking about
yeah.
Gerald Dawkins and all them.
And yo,
Hey,
I'll even put Byron Scott as my honorable mention.
And
He won't
top,
make my top 10, but
He'll make
Byron
the
Scott will be
top
my
10.
honorable mention.
Byron
hell no,
Scott.
hell no.
Oh my God. You don't,
A guy I liked watching. No, like I liked Glenn Rice Senior.
I did too. I hated him.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn
Yep.
Rice, Glenn
yeah,
Rice was
right.
good.
But man,
But
when we talking top
like
10,
when it comes to like Chocolate Thunder and Iceman, I can't put them in there because I got Bill Russell, I got
Exactly. Bill
Dr.
Russell.
J, I got Dr. J, I got Magic Johnson, I got those guys in there. For me to put those guys in, I got to take one of these guys out because I'm not moving Mike, I'm not moving LeBron, I'm not moving Kobe, I'm not moving Shaq.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put LeBron in my top 10.
I can't move Larry. I can't move Magic.
No, how can you not put LeBron in your top 10? That man is the all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, no, LeBron, that's blasphemy.
But then again, too, you gotta look at the era he playing in.
Facts.
He's the all-time
He's
leading
still
scorer.
dominating in this era, though.
I already have my answer, but I want your guys' answer. I want your answers before I give mine. What is your biggest what if in NBA history?
The Chris Paul trade for the Lakers.
Yeah, we would have seen more championships, but the what if is between three players. Patrick Roy, what was his name? Was it Patrick Roy?
Brandon Roy.
Grant Hill. Oh well, I gotta put 10 and 10 forward. So Penny Hardaway and Tracy McGrady. They never got hurt. What would their careers would have been like?
And Steve Francis.
My biggest what if? My biggest what if is
franchise.
What if 76ers had two more players outside of Allen Iverson when they met the Lakers?
Yeah, it would have been tough. It would have been tough. What if the Lakers actually had some shooting?
That was the thing that Kobe said. He said when they got beat that first game, he said, "Listen, I don't care what nobody else do. You shut him down. I don't want him making no point. We let everybody else beat us. Allen Iverson cannot beat us."
My biggest
was the only answer.
See, my biggest what if is what if Arvydas Sabonis came in earlier than he actually did, like in his prime, not the Arvydas that we saw, like when he was like all broken down.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what my biggest what if is. I'm gonna tell you what my biggest what if is. What if Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe all played at the same time?
I think MJ dominates both Kobe and LeBron, to be honest.
That's my biggest what if. What if they all played at the same time?
I had a comparison for I'm a Heat fan. When I see Bam, I see a little bit of Charles in him. Like the way he plays, he reminds me of Charles Barkley. Do you see in Bam Adebayo, the Heat center? Do you see a little bit of
No, you know what I see from him? I see Kevin Garnett.
You see Garnett?
I see Garnett. Because he could shoot a little bit. He's nasty down low. Like Kevin Garnett never got like Kevin Garnett, because he was so wiry, nobody took him serious down low. They were like, he came battle with somebody like Shaq. But if you paid attention to Kevin Garnett, that man was a monster.
Kevin Garnett was nasty down low.
He was a monster down low, but nobody gave him credit for his down low game because he was so skinny.
Exactly. That's what made him so nasty, D-Free.
Yeah, they were like, he can't play with Shaq and them.
Do you realize the talent that was at that position? Man, that position was stacked. Rasheed Wallace, Chris Webber, Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. David Robinson. You got them
O'Neal.
niggas on the same squad. You wasn't getting shit.
Man,
I know. That's why I said he never got the recognition of his down low game because he was going against giants. Like he was tall, but he was small. He was like Kobe Bryant playing center.
Yeah, no, and for me, I think because where he played at the beginning of his career, he doesn't get enough respect. I think Alonzo was a good player. Morning?
Yep.
Alonzo?
Morning was a great
Alonzo
player.
Mourning was a monster. Alonzo
Hell
Mourning was a
yeah.
monster.
Yeah.
The problem
That's
that
what he got his
Alonzo
respect.
Mourning had, he had Chicago Bulls and he had the New York Knicks. That was his problem.
Hell, and
He had the Chicago Bulls, and when he could get past Chicago Bulls, he couldn't get past the Knicks.
The Knicks could never get past Chicago.
The Knicks
In
couldn't
that
get
era,
past
where do you guys rank?
Charles
I
Smith
have a
lost
question.
in this fight?
In that era, where do you guys rank Tim Hardaway in the point guards?
He's probably top 10.
All time? We talking all time?
No, in that era that he played in.
That era.
He top 10.
All time, I would have to put him in the top 15 all time.
Yeah, 15.
Either top 15 or top 20.
He might. No, you know what? He might be top 10 of all time. He might be top 10.
Yeah,
Well,
and to be honest,
that position is stacked too all time. That's a serious position right there.
Yeah, and when you look honestly, I think he had the sickest crossover at that position. To be honest,
At that time, he did until Allen Iverson came in the game and changed up the crossover.
No, but AI is a shooting guard. He's not a pure point guard.
No,
I'm talking about the point guard.
I'm saying, he was a point guard when he came in.
What's the top 10 for the point guard? Now that right there is an interesting question.
Like
all time top 10 point guard.
Magic number 1.
Yeah, I'm a Laker fan, bro, and you know it's two people that I know can give Mag fits, and that's Stockton and Isaiah.
John Starks.
I was about to say John Stockton number 1 for me. Stockton number 1.
Oh, John Stockton. Was John Starks point guard or was he shooting guard?
Shooting guard.
Okay. Who was the Knicks?
He was both.
Was he? Because I was just about to ask, who was the Knicks point guard in the mid '90s when Jordan?
Muggsy Bogues, Muggsy,
Mark Jackson, and Derek Harper.
Now Muggsy was Toronto. He was playing with Toronto
it was
Mark Jackson, Derek Harper.
The Hornets. Muggsy was the Hornets.
It was Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson, number 13.
Oh yeah. Sure was.
Jason Kidd.
Oh, he's definitely top 10.
Hell yeah.
Where do you guys have White Chocolate?
White Chocolate probably top 15.
I was about to say White Chocolate is my audible mention. He's number 11 for me. He's number 11.
That's why I was saying that's why I was saying he was top 15 to me, D Free, White Chocolate. Terry Porter and Avery Johnson was nice too.
You know who's a sleeper that don't get no credit? Strickland.
Yep, that is Rod Strickland.
Mighty Mouse.
Oh, David Stoudemire too, but Rod Strickland, man, that boy was bad.
Oh, you know Rod Strickland was a monster when he was in Washington.
Man,
he was a monster.
Tell him something, dog. That's my guy. He was silky smooth. And that
who's the guy in Atlanta? Who's the point guard in Atlanta with when they had all that talent but they couldn't win anything?
That's Anthony Hardaway. Penny Hardaway.
Oh, that's Anthony?
Yeah, Penny Hardaway. That man was gifted.
When he left Orlando, he went to Atlanta.
They had a good point guard with Dan Marley and Charles Barkley, but I can't remember his name now.
See, at point guard, man, you got Chris Paul, you got Gary Payton,
Kevin Johnson. He was a shooting.
Man, you got Kevin
Gary
Johnson,
Payton,
monster. Who you say?
I'm surprised none of y'all. I'm surprised too. None of y'all named Sean Kemp for y'all top 10. Y'all would have Sean Kemp.
Oh,
No,
Sean
Sean Kemp is another what if. He couldn't
No,
stay
Sean Kemp.
healthy.
Sean Kemp is another guy that got overlooked because of Michael Jordan.
No, Sean Kemp got injured
was
too,
a beast.
didn't he?
I give you that. He was a beast. And
He got
that
Hell
injured
yeah.
late. He got
that kid right
injured
now, he
later
was
in his
the
career.
Huh?
He got injured later in his career. He didn't get injured in his prime. It was later in his career when he got injured.
He was more battling that alcohol too, man. That was his biggest problem.
The biggest what if for me, the biggest what if Ralph Sampson did get injured with Houston because Ralph couldn't stay healthy.
What if Carter never blew his knee out?
Vince?
If Vince Carter if Vince Carter would have never blew his knee out, nobody would have won a dunk contest ever.
Yo, what about J.R. Ryder?
What about J.R. Ryder?
He ate himself out.
Yeah, he did.
He ate himself out of the NBA.
He didn't have that hunger, bro. He had the wrong type of hunger.
How about Anthony Mason?
He was a problem child. He was a problem child.
He tough, but
Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley was decent.
Man, that whole squad was decent, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They should have won a championship. They just
the Bulls, man. The Bulls stopped the nigga from winning everything.
No, but you know Charles Oakley played with the Bulls.
Yeah, he played with the Bulls along with George Gervin. They got Trey.
Okay.
With the Bulls.
Who do you guys like better as a pass first point guard? Jason Kidd or John Stockton?
Stockton, man. I mean,
y'all do realize John Stockton lead the league in assists and steals.
I'll tell you one thing.
But they never won no championship either. They never won no ring either.
Kid dominated the whole flow of the offense with no jump shot for a great part of his career.
Yep.
That is amazing what he was able to do. But that man ain't no damn Stockton.
The Jazz could never win either.
Ain't nobody no Stockton. Stockton made another player a Hall of Fame. That's all I got to say.
No, I'm gonna tell you what was so impressive about the Utah Jazz with John Stockton and Karl Malone. You knew what the fuck they was gonna do. You just couldn't stop it. You knew they was gonna do a pick and roll. You just couldn't stop it.
I mean,
they're doing a pick and roll.
Think about it. You put Karl Malone anywhere else, do you think he has that career? That's all I gotta say.
See, and for me, the guy because of Chris Webber being in Sacramento, I think Vlade gets overlooked too. Vlade Divac.
He don't get overlooked. He was okay. He wasn't that great.
He just a flopper. He had skill. Now, I give you that. He was a skilled center. But I mean,
how about that? There was another Eastern European player on that team. I forgot what his,
Stojakovic. They had Turkoglu. They had a lot of players.
No, Hito honestly gets overlooked. Hito Turkoglu.
Hito Turkoglu. Yep.
Yeah, Turkoglu. He was. I'm gonna tell you why Turkoglu get overlooked because of Kukoc over in Chicago. That's why he gets overlooked.
Yeah, Kukoc was a beast too. Hey, let me tell you, man, I'm a Laker fan, bro. That damn year, I think it was 96, they cheated them boys, man. They cheated them boys in Sacramento. Now, granted, they poisoned Kobe.
No, did they? Did they ever?
They poisoned Kobe. They knew what to do to try to make that series something that they can win. But that last game, 6, was it 6 or 5? No, 5. I think it was 5. They would have went back home.
No, I'm gonna tell you what I knew the game. I'm gonna tell you I knew when the series was over. When Robert Horry made that 3 to win the game. The series is over.
The series was over after that. Yeah,
it's over. That was their only
they had a
chance.
16-point lead, dog.
And because of the small forward position being so deep in his prime, I feel that Manu gets overlooked a little bit. Do you guys agree? Manu Ginobili?
Ginobili gets mad respect. I think he gets mad
overlooked. Manu Ginobili got all the credit in his prime. The problem with Manu
Ginobili
he got old, and as he got old, his game got worse. So a lot of people just stopped talking about him.
I mean,
the way that nigga used to come baseline with that, the way he used to come baseline with that layup, man, Ginobili was mad.
Manu Ginobili got all the praise when he was in his prime.
It was when he got old because
Yep.
they only had 3 people. They had Monta Ginobili, they had Tim Duncan, and they had the point guard. What's his name?
Tony Parker.
Porter.
Tony Parker.
Tony Parker.
That was their 3 players. That was it.
Hey, and,
I mean,
and
I'm thinking about Terry Porter.
unless you count Bruce Bolden.
you talking about which one?
But they had Steve Smith. Steve Smith was decent.
But he was hurt though. Steve Smith got hurt too. He played with them when he was hurt.
When you guys look at the 3-point shooters,
they had Sean Elliott. They had
Now when the Spurs like the early like 99, 2000, San Antonio was fucking nasty.
San Antonio kept the Lakers for championships, bro.
see, and this is a question people can't really give a direct answer because I've asked it multiple times and no one can give me a great answer. For you guys, who's a better 3-point shooter? You, in terms of the stroke, who do you guys like better, Ray Allen or Steph Curry?
Steph Curry.
Ray Allen.
Probably Ray. Yep. Probably Ray Allen.
I'm gonna tell you why.
No, my mistake.
Allen.
Reggie Miller. Not
Reggie Miller or Ray Allen?
Reggie Miller still.
That's a toss up. It's 50-50. You could go. You can't lose with either one. Because.
But also Reggie Miller.
Yeah, if the eye test would tell you Reggie Miller.
I'm talking about the stroke. I'm not talking about
the way the stroke looks. If you're talking about the purity of the stroke, meaning it go in, or the way it looks and form.
The way it looked.
Ray Allen.
Miller.
Ray Allen had
Ray Allen form was pretty.
No, Ray Allen had the prettiest 3-point shot.
Oh, talking about like in terms of like the
how it looked,
like the way he shot it. Yeah, hell yeah, Ray Allen.
Ray Allen got the prettiest form. He has the form that you train players to shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
He has that form that you train people to shoot.
Yeah, in history, the best form, period.
Yep.
It's weird. When I look at Ray's shot, when I look at Ray Allen's 3-point shot, to be honest, I don't think he was ever affected. Like, even if he had someone on top of him, his shot never changed. Like,
nope.
And
is that rare for that to happen?
He's just Shuttlesworth, dog. What you talking about?
That's muscle memory. That's how it's supposed to be. That's muscle memory.
Yeah, that boy was bad. Yeah, I didn't listen to the way you said it. Yeah, it's hands down Ray Allen. Let me see who else had a pretty stroke.
Like, if you look at Reggie Miller, his form when he take his shot, when he let the ball go, his hands cross.
Yeah, yep.
Cross his hands.
It's ugly.
So the ball had a different type of rotation on it.
That
hit that rim, it was usually going to the other side of the rim. It very rarely it would hit the rim, hit the backboard, and then go in. Usually it would go straight in, or it would hit the rim and go off to the side. Because
you brought up Reggie's weird like his form. What is you I've just started watching, like I started watching highlights, but I didn't start watching basketball till like the middle of my high school, my sophomore year of high school. For you guys, who do you feel had like?
What year was that?
Like 2000 and 2009.
Okay.
What I was gonna ask for you guys, in terms of a 3-point shooter specifically, how, based on the shot, which guy did you guys feel because of his shot you couldn't believe how successful he was as a 3-point shooter, like the awkwardness of his 3-point shot where it felt like he was going in two completely different directions. Do you know the question I'm asking, D-Free? Like the most awkward 3-point shooter that you ever seen that you couldn't believe was so successful. Like
Sean Marion.
Sean Marion? How about you, Thomas?
Sean Marion had an ugly ass shot.
I don't know if he was a 3-point shooter, but his shot was ugly as hell.
Like he would like it was sometimes he would go for the three, and he like 7 times out of 10 he'll hit that bitch.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking just a pure 3-point shooter.
A pure 3-point shooter, probably Miller.
George McLeod, that nigga shot was ugly, dog. But it was cool. I'll never forget that because he came to Lakers with nothing.
Who the hell is George McLeod?
Look him up. His shot ugly as all get up. Matter of fact, if we're talking about ugly strokes, Reggie Miller's stroke is definitely an ugly stroke, but that bad boy Cash.
No, that's where the question came from. What player did you guys feel like as a 3-point shooter that his stroke was so like awkward that you were surprised he was so successful, like as an elite 3-point shooter?
You know who right now is pretty successful but got an ugly short shot? Dort. Lou something Dort.
Dort from Memphis?
Yeah, Dort. Dort. His shot ugly.
Luchin Dort or something like that.
Whatever his name is, that nigga shot ugly. Like that girl that was up in Mo Money when he woke up in the bed.
Honestly, for me, the most awkward shot that I'm surprised is because I don't know what it is with Luka. Sometimes he brings it like he shoots from the back of his head. Sometimes I don't know what the hell is wrong with that. Like, you know, have you seen that, Thomas, with Luka? Sometimes where I don't know how people haven't tried to steal the ball from him doing that all the time. Like, that's an easy way to steal the ball.
I don't know, man. You look at Luka play, and it's a lot of things you don't think he should be able to do that he somehow busts people tail.
Yeah, and people. This is what I don't get. Do you agree with the comparison a lot of people have for him? They say he's a Larry Bird clone, almost a younger version of Larry, like in terms of the way he plays.
I think I could see the comparison, but only because of the cultural resemblance. But I mean, Larry Bird a different. I don't care what nobody say. Larry Bird a different animal, man.
In terms of like the 3-point, like the lack of athleticism, I understand.
Larry Bird shot was ugly too, and it was money. It was ugly too, but it was money. But Larry Bird could also post the hell out of you. He could drop dimes. He just wasn't. I mean, the ball handler. He's a great ball handler, but he's not the ball handler that Luka is. And I think that's the only thing that I could see where Luka edges him on. I think everything else, like Bird was just the man.
So Thomas, you saw prime Larry Bird before all the injuries?
Hell yeah.
Did people underrate his trash talking as a person who saw him?
You asked the people who played against him. They say they don't know nobody that was a better trash talker than him. But trash talking aside, man, that dude was he's a great player, man. Like, I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with people today. I guess it just doesn't look smooth. It look herky-jerky. But see, the problem is Luka don't look smooth. He looks herky-jerky. But they'll say Luka.
No. People, no, you know what it is? People, like my generation, anybody under 30, like 35, doesn't respect a guy like Larry because they didn't see him in his prime.
That's why I ask you, what is basketball? See, because to me, that's how I rate people that played the game. You know, basketball, you got to shoot the ball. You got to dribble the ball or handle it. You got to pass the ball. You got to defend the ball. And you got to rebound the ball. That's the 5 things you got to do in basketball. And now, when you ask who is the best, you got to see who blends those 5 skills at the top of its apex the best to get to the point where you're at the top.
Yeah.
And like there are people who do those 5 skills so much better than others, but there are some people who do a combination of those skills so much better than everybody else. And
a lot of people say, like, and Thomas, I'm not sure if you agree with this, if it wasn't for his injuries, like he would have won more championship. Bill Walton would have won a lot more because he got injured. Like I think it was late. Was it during his prime that he got injured, or was it later on?
It was in the middle of his prime. I mean, he got injured pretty much in the middle of his career, and then he went to the Celtics. Yeah, he was a tough player, man. You got to realize he came from UCLA, and UCLA was at that time they were something else, bro. There was nothing out there that was at UCLA, and they had the best coach in the nation, so they got good tutelage.
And this is another player I don't understand why more basketball fans don't give him enough respect. Maybe it's because no one saw him in his prime. Havlicek, John Havlicek.
No, Havlicek gets mad respect. Everybody on them damn Celtics teams get mad respect.
I'm talking I'm talking about in fans in general. Like, I'm not talking about the players that played. I'm talking about the fans don't give him enough respect because they didn't see him live. Like,
well, I could tell you this, man. It's a different game that what they're accustomed to seeing than what they see on that TV. And plus, the look of the TV just makes it look like it wasn't the same as what you see now.
They were more fundamental. Like,
definitely. But let me tell you this. This is what I'll say, and this puts everything to bed. There are people who think that Brian Scalabrine is garbage, absolute dumpster juice. There was people who believed that they could beat him, and I'm talking about college players. Those overseas players, high school players that were top, all these top players at their divisions and at their levels thought that they could beat Scalabrine. The most anybody scored on Scalabrine was 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
That fool Scalabrine, the white mamba, his sorry self, was whooping every single one of them. And I mean, when you think about the lowest of the low on NBA talent, he is that. And they can't touch him. So can't no fan tell me anything about. I cannot. If I played my very best, I could not touch that court. That's how hard it is to get to that NBA level.
Yeah, no. And I have another what if that nobody talks about. If this guy didn't get it, the guy who got drafted by Detroit, I forgot his name. He was in the draft. I can't remember what draft he was drafted number 1, but he got injured all the time. It was a Russian player. Do you guys know who I'm talking about? Like a Eastern European guy. They always talk about him because he got the guy who got drafted after him ended up in the Hall of Fame. I forgot what. I forgot the guy's name now. It's a Russian, it's an Eastern European guy. It's not Divock. Oh my God. He got drafted by Detroit, but he was a center. But he constantly got injured. He couldn't stay healthy. Darko Milicic.
Oh, Milicic? Yeah, I remember him.
That's a big what if. If that guy stayed healthy.
Bro, he was never hurt, man. But salute to everybody, man.
Yeah, I'm about to check out too. Salute to that
boxing, man.
Hey, salute to the guy right there. BVO Boxing to the guy.
You BVO?
My man, Ben Israel, and to my man Anthony. Oh, he just bounced. I said
he got up out of here, man. That boy know what he was talking about, no basketball. He better stop playing that 2K.
I ain't gonna never make somebody feel like they don't know, but you know.
Yeah, you too much a nice guy, but let me get out of here, man. I'll see y'all, man. Peace.
All right, my nano, we're willing.